Before you go to bed at night, Dan Bongino makes sure you hear things right.
These moron dipwads couldn't figure out the fact that the beach ball effect always works with free speech. Speech will always find a way. Always.
End your night the right way with Dan Bongino. Tonight from 10 to 1 on the only one for Southwest Florida's best talk. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Let's roll, America. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in during Naples Nissan's Let's Roll America sales event. Hey, Southwest Florida, Aaron Walker here. Come roll with us at Naples Nissan and get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in, whether it runs or not. Push, pull, or drag it in if you have to. Choose from over 200 new Nissan models in stock, ready to drive home, and all backed by Naples Nissan's exclusive unlimited mile lifetime warranty. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in and get rolling in a brand new 2022 Nissan today. Don't miss the Let's Roll America sales event only at Naples Nissan on Pine Ridge Road. That's exit 107 off I-75 or naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Visit naplesnissan.com for full details.
Getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox
They're
News.
still trying to figure it all out.
Right all along.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
It's too soon to tell at this point what the full parameters of this act of terrorism, this act of anti-Semitism.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan on Saturday's hostage standoff at a Texas synagogue involving a British man. 2 teenagers with possible ties to him now in custody in Britain.
Terrorism investigators in the UK haven't said much else about the pair of teenagers they've detained, other than they'll be questioned in connection with the Texas attack. Malik Faisal Akram, a 44-year-old British national, traveled to the U.S. in early January, then took 4 hostages Saturday at a Colleyville synagogue. Akram was killed after an hours-long standoff. Thankfully, all the hostages were able to escape.
Fox's Lauren Blanchard. He was demanding the release of a Pakistani woman known as Lady Al-Qaeda, held in a nearby federal prison in Texas. North Korea has launched 2 more missiles into the sea in a 4th test this month. Earlier ones were condemned by the U.S. amid a nuclear standoff with North Korea. A big storm is affecting the whole East Coast from Florida, where tornadoes damaged dozens of homes in the Fort Myers area, up to New England, where there are hurricane-force winds on the coast. Some places are digging out.
Over a foot of snow in Arkansas, North Carolina. That's really incredible. That's record-breaking snow.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. 2 people were killed in North Carolina when their car ran off the road in snowy, icy conditions. More than 1,200 flights are canceled, about a third of them to and from Charlotte. Tennis's Australian Open is underway without men's top seed Novak Djokovic, who was forced to leave the country in COVID controversy. He is unvaccinated. In the NFL playoffs last night,
Mahomes, he's going deep downfield, wide open. Kelsey's going to take it all the way. Touchdown.
the Kansas City Chiefs routed the Pittsburgh Steelers 42-21 on NBC. The San Francisco 49ers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers also won to advance. America's listening to Fox News.
This is 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News, right all along. On the radio, on your smart speaker, and online at rightallalong.net.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Heading out on your morning commute right now, we're dealing with a crash south of the East Trail along Collier Boulevard in East Naples, right near the Eagle Ridge community. Doesn't appear to be blocking anything. It's right near the Dunkin' Donuts, just south of the East Trail. 41 a little bit busy crossing over Collier Boulevard. Not too bad heading up and down off Marco Island, about 8-9 minutes in each direction from the crossover of the East Trail and 951 down to the entrance to the island. 75 looking nice and clear across Southwest Florida. We're crash and incident free right now across Lee and Charlotte counties. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across Southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across southwest Florida. Look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596 BACK.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596 BACK. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596 BACK. 596 BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hi, I'm Thye Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you and your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Available at Navage.com.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. The website still has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast and to our channel on Rumble. That was very interesting. That's an interesting way to start off a Monday, Jake. Jake the Millennial. We're sitting here, minding our own business, getting ready for the start of the program. And there's people running through our studio, just randomly running in through our doors here. It's that was. Were you a little shocked? Like I was shocked, a little surprised with that.
No, not at all. Actually,
no. It's Monday. Why not? Why not? I have to tell you that yesterday was just unreal with these tornadoes that touched down the EF2s. Right? Was it not? We were prepared. I think everybody got the emergency alert right on your phones. You got the same alert like we all received.
I was sleeping, but yeah.
Right. Well, you were asleep when that alert went off. Yeah, I guess it was early,
like 5 a.m.
And the alerts go off, and trying to figure out what to do, and not sure. I mean, the alert was pretty clear as to where the threat seemed to be. And we kind of just waited. I don't know how many of you were sitting or what you do when you had this alert and you could see what the weather was like outside. And you could just feel, maybe it was just me. I don't know if you had the same feeling, Jake, but I just felt like as the weather was moving through, that it just felt different. It just felt like we need to be ready for something. Somewhere in Southwest Florida, we're going to get hit with this, and just to be prepared, and just kind of waited to figure out where it was going to happen. And then finally we found out in the Iona area, the CF2, the touchdown, and in Collier County as well. And I don't know how many of you listening to the sound of my voice right now were close to or affected by this. But then you see the damage afterwards, and near, the Iona, was it John Morris Parkway, that area, I think down by 951 and 41 in that area as well, down in Collier County. And you see some of the damage, and it is nobody died, right? There were no deaths. I think there were just 3 or 4 people that were injured, a few injuries. But am I right about this? I mean, because I'm looking to see, and I don't see.
No, I don't think so.
When you see the damage, that's shocking to me. That is so hard to believe. That you see the damage in these mobile home areas.
Even the videos with the debris.
Yeah, with the debris flying around, and in the Iona area, when you see the damage, specifically in some of these mobile homes, I can't believe this. That nobody, and you know, this is just one of those situations where you look and you just, to me, it's remarkable. Who was it? There was, the news press had the story as they were talking about the damage and touring through the damage, and how Florida, the state emergency management, making their way through the areas of Charlotte County as well, Gasparilla Road, right, in that area. So Charlotte County and down 951 and 41 Collier County in that area, Iona, McGregor area in Fort Myers. And the story being told about Edward Murray, 81 years old, in his mobile home at Windcrest and Point Breeze and Cottage Point Trailer Park on Sunday morning. The tornado picked up the structure and tossed it on top of a neighbor's home. And I guess he was quoted as saying, "That's my house that's turned upside down. The tornado took me off my feet, blew me toward the east wall, and buried me under the sink, refrigerator, kitchen chairs, and everything else." This is an 81-year-old describing this. Former Chicago resident Murray and his daughter escaped unharmed, crawling from the wreckage. And Murray saying, "I was so happy when I saw the sky. I said to the devil, it's not going to be today." Wow. And I guess his daughter was in the bedroom and the mattress flipped on her. She was able to get out. Just these kind of remarkable stories, and what that would be like for you in that moment. And so, certainly the cleanup, many people in Southwest Florida jumping in to help as they can across Charlotte and Lee and Collier counties. And of course, as well, the state where you have Florida Emergency Management. You have many people that are going to be helping at a state level as well. That was being discussed today. Not just emergency management here, but the Florida Division of Emergency Management, looking through to get updates and check out the damage. But something else that was going on with this, and it's some Nikki Fried audio that we're going to play. I think I have the audio. Well, I'm not sure if I have the audio, but if you were going to tell people in the state of Florida that you're not credible as a candidate for a higher office, that the fact that you're even making suggestions that you want to be the governor of the state, and then you dare step out and compare the governor of the state of Florida right now, Governor Ron DeSantis. Doesn't matter what you think about Ron DeSantis. I'm not even talking necessarily to those that support Governor DeSantis, I'm even speaking to you right now that listen to this program, that hate the governor. And some of you are Republicans, by the way, and we know who you are. You know who you are. And oh boy, you would like to be elected into some of the positions you're in right now. Once again, we'll see to it that won't happen. But it may or may not be school boards around Southwest Florida. But I digress. That if you are not a fan of the current governor, but you're somebody who's running as a Democrat against the current governor, Ron DeSantis, and you compare him to Hitler, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. That's it. That's it. You've crossed the line that not even some Democrats in the state are like, look, you got to stop. Nikki Fried did that to Ron DeSantis over the weekend. And wait till you hear more about what she said specifically on this story. You can't turn back from that. You can't apologize for that. And making those comparisons show how desperate you are, how useless you are as a politician, and how you just need to stop. Just go away. You're not going to win, and you're not going to get any respect by telling people that you think you can make a comparison to Hitler about the governor of the state of Florida in any way, shape, or form, and think that people are going to be like, oh, that is just. I mean, if you are somebody that's applauding that Nikki Fried would say that, I got questions. But the other part of it is something that was tweeted out over the weekend. A bunch of different people that were talking about this. I think even Christina Pushaw, the governor's spokesperson, was tweeting this out as well. You know, we had these tornadoes, the strong storms making their way through areas of Charlotte and Lee and Collier counties, and emergency managements and people getting together to try to assess the damage and who may be coming in to respond to help in situations like this. Funny part is that this would be the primary mission of the reactivated Florida State Guard. You know, the governor wants to reactivate the Florida State Guard. 23 different states around the country have a state guard that will be out and able to help those in need, assistance. Maybe if there were situations of needs of security, maybe it is securing certain areas after a storm. This is the same Florida State Guard that will be reactivated here in the state, that Nikki Fried wants you to believe that the governor is putting together as militia that's going to go out and do his bidding, militia that's going to go out and you know, going to be like stormtroopers. Everybody, you're kidding, right? Like, this is a joke. Yeah, no. I mean, that's what she said, and many other Democrats trying to make that comparison and trying to do anything they can to damage the governor leading into 22, and certainly the questions about 24. But yeah, just keep that in mind. So, not saying that would be the situation here in Southwest Florida, but what I am saying is, if you are another area around the state who quite possibly could get into a weather situation like we've had here in Southwest Florida, where you may be in need of help from emergency management and the state, and understandably so. But if you are in a blue area of the state of Florida and you get the kind of damage that we've had in certain areas, and the governor would like to send the Florida State Guard to help you with cleanup, to help you with keeping your neighborhood secure, because you want to make sure you don't have issues with looting or anything else like that. But you're somebody who thinks that when Nikki Fried calls it militia, and that's the kind of militia that we don't want here in the state because Governor DeSantis is going to do this, and it's going to be like stormtroopers coming into your neighborhood, and he's going to do some awful things with that militia, then we'll keep it out of your neighborhood. How's that? Is that what you're saying? That you would want them outside of your neighborhood to help? Because you're going to listen to Nikki Fried tell you, and to be fair, other Democrats as well, that you're going to sit there and say that is that's something that you agree with. I can't imagine that that's the case. So a big thanks to Nikki Fried. You go.
Marijuana.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right, 239-479-5592. Hey, let's take a break right now, and when we come back, a lot to get to. The former president of the United States, Donald Trump, has a rally in Arizona, and nobody showed up. I'm kidding, of course. There were tens of thousands of people that showed up. I'm sorry, if it was the Joe Biden rally, nobody would have shown up. And we're supposed to believe that 172 million Americans, actually 564 million Americans voted for Joe Biden in 2020 just because he's so beloved. I mean, it's king.
True international average of pressure.
You better believe it. All right, we'll have that coming up. And more. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the podcast. Trace O'Shea? Yes, she's got your traffic.
Heading out on your Monday morning commute through Immokalee, we have a crash along West Main Street with possible injuries right between North 5th Street and North 4th Street. So watch out for some activity out there. It is right near the RCMA Immokalee Community School, and it'll be causing a little bit of a slowdown in that area, mostly eastbound along West Main. Looking clear on 75 this morning. In Lee County, we're dealing with a crash on Ortiz Avenue, right off Ortiz Circle, just north of Billy's Creek. Not seeing any delays with that crash. Minor problems on the Midpoint Bridge, heading out eastbound right now, out of Cape Coral toward Fort Myers, but not too bad for the most part. Just some morning delays starting to pick up out there. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cooler and breezy for today. Look for decreasing clouds, highs topping off in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A cold start to the day for your Tuesday. Lows bottoming out in the 40s for even most of our coastal zones. Look for a high near 69 degrees for tomorrow with a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
92.5 Fox News. Right.
This Fox Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Used car prices could finally be coming down to earth this year. A study from accounting firm KPMG suggests used car prices could slide by as much as 30% over the next year. It will make it easier to buy a used car, but some recent buyers might find they owe more on their car loan than the car is worth. KPMG analysts are predicting the supply of cars will pick up as early as October of this year because new cars will become more available and demand for cars will finally ease. The chip shortage, which made new cars less available over the past year, pushed car buyers to buy used. The problem is if you need to upgrade and you find that you are upside down, you owe more than your car is worth. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact the Darda Group at dardagroup.com to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. It's no secret. Mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2022. But for right now, rates are still really good. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the FHA have all increased their loan limits this year, so now is the time to make sure you're locked into the best rates and terms possible. If you're thinking about cash out for projects or simply want to improve your current rate, the time to review this is now, before rates rise. Our no closing cost program can help you get today's low rates without any cost or fees, giving you the flexibility to take advantage of current and future market conditions. Call us for a free review at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
It's a new year and a great time to upgrade your cabinets. You want Sinclair quality. You want Sinclair craftsmanship. You want Sinclair cabinets. Sinclair Custom Homes now offers their handmade, built in the USA custom cabinets without having to purchase a Sinclair custom home. You can now have the same high-quality furniture finished cabinets in your existing home. Upgrade your kitchen, your bath, your closets, even your garage. For details, visit SinclairCabinets.com. That's SinclairCabinets.com.
Eating dinner in your underwear?
Hey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call it today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
Hi, I'm Keith from Storm Shield. Our mission at Storm Shield is to provide the very best storm protection available and to make the process as easy as possible. Don't take it from me, though. Listen to what our customers say.
Hi, my name is Carl Boscarino. My wife and I moved to Southwest Florida over 21 years ago. We talked about hurricane-proofing our home, but didn't know where to start until we talked to Storm Shield. They asked if we wanted to start with just one side of the house. Who knew you could do that? We started by replacing the windows exposed to the sun, and we were very surprised at how much cooler the rooms became. We also noticed the outside noise had dropped to barely anything. We noticed our electric bill was less every month. The more windows and doors we did, the more money we saved. When the city inspector came to check the work, he asked what company we used. I told him Storm Shield. He said I didn't need to worry, that Storm Shield installers know how to do it right. Again, I was impressed with Storm Shield.
Visit us on the web at stormshieldSWFL.com. That's stormshieldSWFL.com. License number CGC A60475.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Now listen, I'm not suggesting that China is laughing at us. I'm not suggesting that they are mocking us. I'm not suggesting that there's anything going on with TikTok, where China, who owns TikTok, right? The Chinese Communist Party has a piece of TikTok. They love that you're on TikTok all the time, that everybody's watching videos, that the Americans and others are doing things and opening up and showing how ridiculous they are. I'm not saying that they're laughing at us, but I want you to listen to this. Are you ready, Jake? Here we go.
Got sick last night, so I'm cooking up some NyQuil chicken. Usually I use about, 4/3 of the bottle. Season that NyQuil in there just at the right temperature. Oh, sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy. Whew. What you're looking for is that blue color right there. And boom, NyQuil chicken.
The NyQuil chicken, Jake. So that's the new thing. If you're wondering what the Chinese Communist Party is laughing at us right now, there you go. Doctors raising concerns because there are people on TikTok who suggest that you take chicken and boil it in NyQuil. You marinate it and cook it in NyQuil. That it's supposed to make you feel better if you're sick. Do you understand how stupid that is? Do you understand? Like, nobody, you don't know anybody that's doing this, right, Jake? No, nobody's doing it. You got to be kidding me. Like, we're really not. And like I'm saying, we're there. Tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe it's like a dipping sauce?
No, it's not even a no. Listen, kids. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, and don't listen to Jake and TikTok people who are telling you to marinate and cook your chicken in NyQuil. I'm telling you, these crazy TikTok things, and China's just sitting there going, "This is too easy." Really? Are you guys? They're gonna fight us one day? Are you kidding? Really? What? And then we're going to go there and we're going to go cheer them on in the Olympics and how awesome this is that it's happening in China and the Uyghurs and religious freedoms. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, it's Drew Steele talking about my friends at AMCO of Bonita Springs, 992-2626. It's 992-2626. Whatever is going on with your vehicle, they will fix it and fix it right. They are a great conservative business. And I can tell you they have a great local reputation for doing good work. And they also have an awesome customer base. It's been established over the past 13 years. So give them a call at 239-992-2626 so you can arrange to meet with them. Let them know you heard about it right here on 92.5 Fox News and Drew Steele. By the way, talk about great conservatives. They've built the American Spirit Movement, a place where conservative consumers and businesses can connect in 5 critical areas. You know, you've got your vote, but you also have your wallet, the cash register, supporting conservative businesses. So go to the American Spirit Marketplace. You can keep conservative dollars in conservative pockets. Block by block, city by city, states by state. We're going to build this up. Go to the American Spirit Movement website at americanspiritmovement.com. It's more than a conservative movement. It's a conservative awakening.
How often have you heard from your wealth advisor over the last 6 months? Markets have moved up and down, and laws around retirement plans and inheritance have changed quickly. We've heard from too many people at other national financial firms that they've been contacted rarely or not at all. At the Naples Trust Company, our clients enjoy a one-on-one relationship with their investment and fiduciary team members, each of whom are locally based and meet regularly with clients for in-person or virtual visits. This personal touch is a trademark of the Trust Company. We make it a point to know you, your family members, and the goals that are most important to you. Are you ready for a better experience? Call us for an appointment at 239-774-4000 or visit NaplesTrustCompany.com to discover the difference.
A division of the Sanibel Captiva Trust Company. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed.
Are you looking to build a boat dock, boat lift, or a seawall? Hello, I'm Jimmy Williamson of Williamson Brothers Marine Construction. My brother Joe and I, along with our children, represent the 4th generation of a tradition that began with my grandfather back in 1967. And it's a tradition of building something that you can be proud to put your name on. If you need a boat dock, boat lift, or seawall, call Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT. Our docks, boat lifts, and seawalls are constructed with materials that pass the test of time. We only use stainless steel fasteners, marine-grade aluminum boat lifts, and the strongest deck board in the industry, Wear Deck. It's the last deck board you'll ever need. And lastly, our seawalls. We build them with enough concrete and steel that they come with a lifetime warranty. If you need a boat dock, boat lift, or a seawall, call Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT. We're online at WBDocks.com. That's WBDocks.com.
I'm Lillian Wu. The investigation into the Texas synagogue hostage-taking goes international, with 2 teenagers detained for questioning in the UK.
The U.S. is leading the investigation into why now-identified suspect Malik Faisal Akram, a 44-year-old British national, traveled to the U.S. in early January, then took 4 hostages Saturday at a Colleyville synagogue. The FBI said the suspect was demanding the release of a prisoner known as Lady Al-Qaeda and was not focused on any one group in choosing the synagogue.
Fox's Lauren Blanchard. And from Georgia to Maine, millions of Americans are under weather alerts.
We have hundreds of thousands without power. People are urged to stay off the roads as well across portions of the South where we had over 1/4 inch of ice on the roads.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News Traffic.
Heading out through Immokalee, we're dealing with a crash along West Main Street right off of South 4th Street, causing some slight eastbound delays approaching Immokalee Road. No major problems along I-75 or US 41 through your morning highway commute across Southwest Florida. Lee County dealing with one crash along Ortiz Avenue right off of Ortiz Circle, that's south of Palm Beach Boulevard. Not too bad out there. Looks like everything running up to speed north and southbound. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across Southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across southwest Florida. Look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday, with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. When you hear air conditioning companies bragging about their certified technicians, they're not actually telling you the truth. What they really mean is they have EPA certifications just to work with Freon, which is required. The only recognized certification in this industry for air conditioning is the NATE certification. And unless they're certified, they're not. If they don't have it, it's because they couldn't pass the test. If you want the best, you call Kobe Cooling, because our team is NATE certified. At 239-482-1542, we won't mislead you with false claims about their credentials. Their NATE certification is on their ID. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949, locally owned and operated.
Let's roll, America. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in during Naples Nissan's Let's Roll America sales event. Hey, Southwest Florida, Aaron Walker here. Come roll with us at Naples Nissan and get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in, whether it runs or not. Push, pull, or drag it in if you have to. Choose from over 200 new Nissan models in stock, ready to drive home, and all backed by Naples Nissan's exclusive unlimited mile lifetime warranty. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in and get rolling in a brand new 2022 Nissan today. Don't miss the Let's Roll America sales event only at Naples Nissan on Pine Ridge Road. That's exit 107 off I-75 or naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Visit naplesnissan.com for full details.
Rockstar Harley will pay your sales tax promotion on any pre-owned Harley this week only.
Yeah. Rockstar Harley doesn't intend on paying or avoiding your sales tax.
Sales tax is the amount of your discount on any pre-owned Harley. Rockstar Harley is Florida's #1 volume Harley dealer with over 500 Harleys on site. You don't need perfect credit, don't need a cash down payment, and 100% of all credit applications considered. Every pre-owned Harley discounted by your sales tax at Rockstar Harley now through Sunday.
Alda's Diner in Naples makes everything from scratch with daily homemade specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy big portions of your favorite comfort foods, from steak and eggs or pancakes for breakfast to fantastic salads or their famous Donald J. Burger for lunch or dinner. And don't forget about Alda's extensive bar menu with drink specials for the perfect start to your evening. Make Alda's your go-to spot. They're on the corner of Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951 in Naples. Alda's Diner. There's no place like it.
The new year means new opportunity to save money on your insurance.
Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the perfect time to take a look at your plans for the year ahead. If you're considering a move, getting a new car, have new drivers hitting the road, or just want to reevaluate your coverage and costs, give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better coverage.
Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda.
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
All right, 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast and to our channel on Rumble. Just a reminder that coming up on Friday, in case you didn't know, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton will be in Southwest Florida. They will be here. And a chance for you to hang out with them on Friday at the Luminary downtown. That's a Luminary Hotel, downtown Fort Myers. And it's going to be going on from 5 to 7 p.m. It was sold out, but we've got some tickets. If you want to get them right now, you can go to rightallalong.net. Just go to rightallalong.net and you'll see the link. for Clay and Buck, Fort Myers. A live show will be here in Southwest Florida on Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Again, a luminary. And if you want to hang out, have some fun, meet the guys, and we'll be doing questions, taking your questions throughout the evening as well. So it's going to be a fun night happening on Friday. And if you want to get your tickets, there are some more available, very, very limited amount. But if you want to get them right now, just go to rightallalong.net and you can pick them up. All right. I wanted to get into this because I know a lot of people wanted to talk about and over the weekend, the disturbing news out of Texas and the hostage situation in Colleyville that ended yesterday night. Fortunately, the hostages getting out safely, and the dramatic video you probably maybe have seen. The video of the hostages escaping, the FBI breaching the synagogue, and the hostage taker killed. Some new news about that story where I guess a couple of individuals, were they teenagers? Is that right? I guess, I don't know if they were teenagers, but multiple, there you go. British law enforcement officials released a statement late last night. Multiple arrests in connection with the British national who took several Jewish people hostage at a synagogue in Texas over the weekend. They were able to, two teenagers detained in South Manchester. So there's some updates on the story. You know, a couple of things that I wanted to mention about this is how little the AP, the alphabet networks, the fake news legacy media outlets, how little that they wanted to speak about terrorism, how little they wanted to get into the details, how they tried to get around, how they tried to discuss this situation as anything other than what it clearly was, which was terrorism. And they identify him. They knew about who this person was and the motivation behind why this individual came to the United States. Why Colleyville, Texas is another odd situation. Why that place. Carol Markowitz, who writes for the New York Post, is a contributor to Fox News as well. She was talking about how her tips on Colleyville and the situation, and how she was speculating that this could not have been a one-man operation. There's no way a guy from the UK doesn't fly to the United States and end up in Colleyville, Texas. That there's got to be more people involved. And yes, there were arrests that took place in Britain, and a couple of teenagers arrested as well. But the idea that there have to be people here on the ground as well, picking this obscure location. I mean, not that Colleyville is a very small town, just outside, I believe, if I remember correctly, just outside of the airport there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So not an obscure, out-of-the-way place, but certainly obscure nevertheless when you're talking about why this particular town. And so she's just speculating that there had to be more people involved. But, you know, the way that it's been reported, everybody knew through audio that was streaming from the synagogue. The Facebook page, I guess, or Zoom, the Facebook page was streaming through in the synagogue as services were being held when he entered the synagogue. So you could hear all of the things that he was talking about. He dropped a bunch of F-bombs talking about the United States and talking about this country. Also was talking about how he demanded the release of someone known as Lady Al-Qaeda, Afia Siddiqui, has been in prison, who's in prison for 86 years for trying to kill members of the U.S. military. And how there are some people who have been pushing for her release in this country. And that to go to that obscure place for that particular reason there are still many questions that need to be answered. But again, how in so many ways, the dancing around what was the obvious. And for too many people, the idea that we can't say anything about this. Even yesterday when the FBI was talking about it and the FBI said...
We do believe from our engagement with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we're continuing to work to find motive and we will continue on that path.
Working to find motive? Working to find motive. When he was talking about what the motive was.
In terms of the resolution of the incident, the hostage taker is deceased.
Yeah, and so this just another part of what the FBI statement was yesterday. And I don't understand why the FBI would take to a microphone to say that and to not say or to say that they have no idea what the motive would be. How many people are trying to figure out what the motive is? What could this motive possibly be? When the hostage taker was saying exactly what the motive was, so many things that were there that were anti-Semitic statements being made at the time in the synagogue. That's that's been recorded. And then you come to find out that after that comment, late last night, the FBI releases a new statement. And now they contradict their previous remarks about the situation. So now a new statement comes out. Now remember, this is hours after the first statement that was made. Quote, this is a terrorism-related matter in which the Jewish community was targeted and is being investigated by the Joint Terrorism Task Force. But it's odd because Saturday, they are saying that it was not specifically related to the Jewish community. And then hours later, Sunday, now they're saying that it was. And I guess for so many people, you've got someone who enters a synagogue, demands to free a known anti-Semite, somebody who tried to kill United States military, forced a rabbi to call another rabbi in New York to try to help make this happen, and they have no idea what the motive is. And the FBI steps up to a microphone and says so. Like, why do that? Especially knowing that late on the Sunday night, hours afterwards, I mean, you can make the case it's hours, but let's just say a day later, they changed their story. Like, it was just a bizarre take that they would do this. And for too long over the weekend, you could see story after story after story that didn't want to go there. They didn't want to go exactly where this hostage taker was saying the reason why he was in the synagogue to begin with. Like, they wouldn't go there. They wouldn't say it was terrorism. They wouldn't say it was against the Jewish community. They wouldn't say all of these things when pretty much that's why he said he was there. So, again, Colleyville, Texas, this kind of quote-unquote obscure place to do this, to enter a synagogue, and then to have AP and others reporting that it was, I think there was some really bizarre headlines, like a man with an English accent enters the synagogue. Like, they don't want to talk about specifically his name. They didn't put that out there, who he is, somebody with an English accent. They tried so hard to avoid what was the obvious. The obvious made clear by somebody who's on audio, live streaming at the time from the synagogue, explaining exactly what he was doing there. Like, how do you do that? But that's still where it's still the search for journalism, the search for the facts, and the explanation of the obvious in a lot of cases that we can't get. And even when the president stepped out to say a few words about this, and the reporters asking questions, even before we get to this question right here.
Mr. President, do you know more about the motivations of the person?
Okay, so even before we get a reporter asking, do you know anything more about the motivations of this individual? Right? Do you know any? Okay, even before we get to that, we get to this.
For the push to ensure that guns are not available.
Okay. Now we're talking about guns? Not making guns available? And hey, listen, the President of the United States is more than happy to walk into that question.
Well, no, well, it does, but it also doesn't. The guns are, we should be, the idea of background checks are critical, but you can't stop something like this if someone is on the street buying something from somebody else on the street. Except that there's so many guns that have been sold of late, it's just ridiculous. And it's because of the failure us to focus as hard as we should and as consistent as we should.
Okay, well, let's stop for a second. How does someone from the UK get on a plane? He's here for a couple of days. He gets to Colleyville, Texas, and he has a weapon. And he has a record. Let's not forget that, everybody. This individual had a record in the UK, a criminal record. How does that happen? How does he get on a plane and make his way to the United States? Gets on the plane, and there are people that are talking this morning and making the case that there have been way too many changes in laws recently regarding travel, and specifically as who was it that was tweeting this out this morning? I forget who it was. Oh, he was John Ferry is the former senior advisor to the Director of Homeland Security and the Chief of Staff for Immigration and Custom Enforcement from 2017 to 2021. Had a few things to say about this. And he said that Biden revoked multiple Trump orders on the enhanced vetting of foreign nationals traveling to the United States. Did that make it easier for Akram, the hostage taker, to get into the country? On his first day in office, he revoked multiple orders. Executive Orders 13780, protecting the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States. And there are many that he pointed out. How does this guy make his way to the United States? On a tourist visa? On a foreign student visa? These are the things that the media should be asking. Like, how did he get here? How did he get into the country? Is the liberal mainstream media going to ask these questions? He has a prior record. Well, had. So again, it's a situation where you've got a mainstream fake news legacy media that doesn't want to say what it is, that doesn't want to call it what it is, that doesn't want to admit at the moment, knowing full well from that individual's mouth what it was, to say what it was. You have journalists who go along with it who want to talk about gun control and want to make it about gun control as opposed to terrorism and how does somebody get into the country and get a firearm that doesn't even live in this country and is able to make it from the UK to this country and show up in Colleyville, to Carol Markowitz's point that there had to be other people involved here in this country. It wasn't just one lone person, as the media is trying to make it sound like, who just stepped into a synagogue who just happened to be in Colleyville, Texas. It's just like an obscure thought. And will they talk about some of the damaging things that this administration has done that goes under the radar because so many other things are happening? COVID, vaccine passports, mask mandates, and the like. And we're busy talking about inflation and the concerns of being able to buy groceries and fuel and all the other things that are going on. And meantime, we seem to forget that on Biden's first day in office, multiple Trump orders on enhanced vetting of foreign nationals traveling to the United States, and off they go. Nobody wants to talk about that. Well, we'll see. There's opportunity today, or certainly this week, for the media to do their job. Let's see if they do it. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. It's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. We go into traffic? Let's go to traffic. It's Trace O'Shea. She's got it.
The only crash we're keeping an eye on is in Immokalee in Collier County, heading through West Main Street, just to the west of the Immokalee Road intersection, near the intersection of South 4th Street. Seeing some slight delays there, so watch out for flashing lights. Possible injuries also reported in that crash. Heading through Colonial Boulevard right on 75, seeing some backup starting to build right from State Road 82 down through Colonial and heading toward Daniels Parkway. Clear, quiet drive along our area bridges between the Cape and Fort Myers and in and out of downtown Fort Myers. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cooler and breezy for today. Look for decreasing clouds with highs topping off in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A cold start to the day for your Tuesday. Lows bottoming out in the 40s for even most of our coastal zones. Look for a high near 69 degrees for tomorrow with a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Does market turbulence and economic turmoil have you worried about your retirement nest egg? I'm Alfie Townsend. Learn how to navigate these uncertain times. Tune in to Saving the Investor radio show every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at savingtheinvestor.com.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. It's no secret. Mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2022. But for right now, rates are still really good. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the FHA have all increased their loan limits this year, so now is the time to make sure you're locked into the best rates and terms possible. If you're thinking about cash out for projects or simply want to improve your current rate, the time to review this is now, before rates rise. Our no closing cost program can help you get today's low rates without any cost or fees, giving you the flexibility to take advantage of current and future market conditions. Call us for a free review at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Serving Southwest Florida since 1977. To learn more and schedule an appointment, visit firstclassairconditioning.com.
First Class Air Conditioning. Our name says it all.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596 BACK.
People who suffer with back or neck problems, whether that's pain, numbness, or weakness, deal with something that can be frustrating. Pain wears us down. It can affect our relationships with family and friends. It's not fun to be around someone who's always complaining about their backs. Don't resign yourself to having to live with pain. In my office, Johnston Spinal Care, I successfully treat the worst of the worst, those who get injections, nerve-burning procedures, or even surgery. And now they're back, golfing and living life. If there's a treatment that is extremely effective for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, or neuropathy, wouldn't you want to see if it can help you? Non-surgical spinal decompression is now in Southwest Florida. Safe and painless, more than just a temporary fix. Long-lasting relief that can finally heal the condition, regardless of age. Take the time right now to call my Medicare-friendly office for a no-charge telephone consultation about spinal decompression. Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hi, I'm Keith, owner of Storm Shield Windows and Doors in North Fort Myers. We've dodged a bullet this year from hurricanes and tropical storms, thankfully. Hurricane season is getting worse year after year. Storm Shield wants you to be prepared for next season before it's too late. We offer fair pricing and do what most other companies don't do, like show you the window, let you inspect the warranty, and use employees versus subcontractors for installation. We have energy-efficient, Miami-Dade approved windows, which is the highest certification for impact window approval. You can expect ethical business practices, quality over quantity. We hope this information is helpful to you when you choose a window company to replace your windows and doors, and wish you all the best in your quest for the right company. Call us today at 239-491-7002. That's 239-491-7002. Or visit us on the web at stormshieldswfl.com. That's stormshieldswfl.com. License number CGC A60475.
Taxes are complicated, an industry that can have monthly law changes. This year, so many refundable credits, like kids, up to $3,600 per child, or earned income credits, nearly $7,000. Daycare, you're looking at another $8,000. Don't forget to reconcile your advanced child care credits or your stimulus money. That's where EG Tax comes in, your low-cost, high-value, knowledgeable tax team. We're located in Airport Pulling Road in Naples. Call 239-262-2009 or click egtax.com.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you in your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
Let's roll, America. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in during Naples Nissan's Let's Roll America sales event. Hey, Southwest Florida, Aaron Walker here. Come roll with us at Naples Nissan and get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in, whether it runs or not. Push, pull, or drag it in if you have to. Choose from over 200 new Nissan models in stock, ready to drive home, and all backed by Naples Nissan's exclusive unlimited mile lifetime warranty. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in and get rolling in a brand new 2022 Nissan today. Don't miss the Let's Roll America sales event only at Naples Nissan on Pine Ridge Road. That's exit 107 off I-75 or naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Visit naplesnissan.com for full details.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right. Grandpa Joe doesn't want voter ID, but Uncle Sam says we have to do a station ID. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right. All along.
It's affected just about the entire East Coast. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. A winter storm has dumped a lot of snow there in North Carolina, where it's also icy. About a third of the flights canceled today are into or out of Charlotte, but the storm is widespread. Fox's Tanya J. Powers is following it live.
Dave, winter weather alerts covered more than 1,000 miles from Alabama to Maine, with snow, ice, and high winds blamed for utility outages affecting hundreds of thousands. 2 deaths have been reported in North Carolina, where that state's governor, along with those in Georgia, Virginia, and South Carolina, have declared emergencies due to the storm. The winter storm is now pushing through the Northeast, bringing wind gusts that could lead to flooding along the coast. Pittsburgh and Buffalo could see a foot of snow, Dave.
Tanya, tornadoes hit Florida, damaging dozens of homes in the Fort Myers area. 2 teenagers in the UK have been taken into custody after the Texas synagogue standoff involving a British man who was killed Saturday night after his 4 hostages ran out.
After some swift criticism for what seemed like downplaying anti-Semitism in the attack, late last night the FBI put out a new statement. Quote, "This is a terrorism-related matter in which the Jewish community was targeted and is being investigated by the Joint Terrorism Task Force."
That's Fox's Lauren Blanchard. The British man was demanding the release of someone known as Lady Al-Qaeda, a Pakistani woman held in a federal prison in Texas. There was another round of record number of cases for COVID last week in the U.S., 5.4 million, even amid testing shortages. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy tells ABC's This Week,
"We have made a lot of progress on testing, but we have more to do."
Despite many cases being milder for the vaccinated, deaths hit a 3-month high last week, close to 13,000. And just a few weeks before the Winter Olympics, the organizers in Beijing, China, will not sell tickets to the general public because of COVID, only giving them to targeted groups. America's listening to Fox News.
This Fox News update is presented by Freedom Dental of Fort Myers. Online at freedomdentalftmyers.com.
Wink News, traffic.
The only crash we're keeping an eye on is in Immokalee in Collier County, heading through West Main Street, just to the west of the Immokalee Road intersection, near the intersection of South 4th Street. Seeing some slight delays there, so watch out for flashing lights. Possible injuries also reported in that crash. Heading through Colonial Boulevard right on 75, seeing some backup starting to build right from State Road 82 down through Colonial and heading toward Daniels Parkway. Clear, quiet drive along our area bridges between the Cape and Fort Myers and in and out of downtown Fort Myers. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across Southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across Southwest Florida. Look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Find conservative sanity and Sean Hannity at rightallalong.net. 92.5 Fox News is streaming live around the clock.
Hi, I'm Emmitt Smith, Pro Football Hall of Famer and three-time champion.
Pro Football's all-time leading rusher Emmitt Smith talks about joint pain.
Trust me, I know about joint pain. Sure, I made it look easy, but if my body could speak, it would say, I'm in pain.
Are you living with chronic joint pain? Knees, hips, lower back, shoulders? Don't just assume the old treatments are the only treatments.
I've gone under the knife to get rid of pain, but now there are options, and you need to check them out.
Emmitt's talking about QC Kinetics, exciting new natural biologic therapies that can repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. New options now available here.
You can encourage your body to actually heal itself with the help of QC Kinetics.
Real relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics for regenerative restorative treatments with lasting relief.
But now, you and I, we have help. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Do you value professionalism and punctuality? Want to learn from and work with the best pros in the electrical industry? Then you're just who we're looking for. Mr. Sparky is seeking hardworking, committed, and trustworthy individuals. With industry-leading salaries, benefits, and growth potential, we also provide ongoing training. So come join our team at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
An equal opportunity employer.
Lace up those running shoes, Southwest Florida. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention is January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Visit runsignup.com and search Busey Bank to enter. Long sleeve shirt included with $25 registration fee. Runsignup.com and search Busey Bank. Proceeds support Drug House Odyssey and local SAD clubs. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention, January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Sponsored by AluFab USA, Lee Health, U.S. Sugar, and Park Royal Behavioral Health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pugh with Melanie Pugh Gentle Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Since we opened our practice in 2006, there's 5 things we hear the most from our dental patients. One is that our patients know their dentistry is going to last. We have strict rules about what dental materials we use. We never use generic or aftermarket materials or overseas labs. You can find cheaper dentistry with lower quality materials. It's just not what we do. Learn more about us at drmelaniepugh.com. That's Melanie Pugh, P-U-G-H.com.
It's the 55th Annual Naples Boat Show, Thursday, January 20th to Sunday, January 23rd, in 2 great locations, on land at the Naples Airport and in water at the Naples City Dock. Check out nearly 150 exhibitors from around the world with boats of every type and style. From flats boats, center console, and bay boats to cabin cruisers, yachts, and mega yachts. Plus, check out great deals on a wide variety of accessories, equipment, gear, and services for boaters at the Nautical Market, as well as food trucks and fun kids activities all weekend long. There's something for everyone at the Naples Boat Show, Thursday, January 20th to Sunday, January 23rd. On land and South Terminal parking at the Naples Airport and in water at Naples City Dock. Enjoy free parking at the Naples Airport and trolley transportation to and from the Naples Airport and Naples City Dock. Kids are free with a paid accompanying adult. For more information or to buy tickets in advance, log on to naplesboatshow.org. That's naplesboatshow.org. The 55th Annual Naples Boat Show, hosted by the Marine Industries Association of Collier County.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing to the podcast. Still remarkable to me that with this EF2 that ran through Iona McGregor in Fort Myers and this and the tornado that ran over the weekend through Charlotte County, Gasparilla Road in that area, and even in Collier County in the area 951 and 41. And the reports and the videos, and Jake was even talking about it earlier this morning, the questions about the tornado moving through and then looking and seeing the debris flying through this the tornadoes and watching all of this and saying, how is it possible that nobody died in all of this? It's remarkable that is the situation, and let's hope it stays that way in the conditions of the people that have been injured. An 81-year-old who was flipped over in his in one of the mobile homes, who basically shouted at the devil and said, what did he say? He said, I forget the quote. It was something like, he said to the devil, not today. It's not going to be today. 81 years old. And certainly others that are out there and just the picking up of all the storm damage as people had a chance to look and reflect and just unbelievable the way the weather has been. Now, many would look at this as a situation where it's good to know that we have emergency management that is out and assessing the damage and being there as a community as well. All the people who are stepping up in the community. It is always amazing to see how people do that here in Southwest Florida and across the country, and how that works, and how there are people who are looking at what will be the Florida State Guard, the soon-to-be reinstated, that will be their service to the community and what they will be doing once that takes place, as opposed to what Nikki Fried is talking about in the militia, the evil militia. And the only reason why the governor would do this is because he's like Hitler. No, I'm not kidding. That's not me saying that. That is her words. And wait till you hear the audio from Nikki Fried. Absolutely, positively disqualifying and outrageous that she would say some of the things that she said on Florida Public Radio over the weekend. You'll get a chance to hear that coming up. But that there are people that would look at this and say, it's climate change, everybody. This is what it's about. This is the global warming, the climate change. It's the, what does Al Gore say? It's it's the warming that causes the cooling. I can't do Al Gore. That's the best. To Jake, that sounded exactly like Al Gore, because I'm not even sure that Jake's ever heard Al Gore's voice. Is that right?
Exactly.
See, that's how you do it. If you're trying to impress somebody with your impressions, do an impression, a really bad one, of somebody that person hasn't heard before, and then you'll be right to spot on. Like Al Gore. It's the warming that causes the cooling. That kind of thing.
Sound like Eeyore.
Like Bill Clinton. It depends on what the definition of is. See? Have you ever heard that before?
No, but I have heard Bill Clinton.
Okay, yeah, that's a bad one. All right, bad analogy. That's okay. Have you ever heard this one? Me doing Joe Biden? You ever heard that one?
Don't forget, Bill Clinton was basically a computer virus at one point in time.
What do you?
In the 2000s, when you would download music illegally, there was a lot of times you'd get trolled and you'd download his speech about Miss Lewinsky.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Okay. How would you know about that?
You would click play on Britney Spears' Toxic, and it would and it would go right into that.
Two big questions. Number one, how would you know about that? And number two, why are you downloading Toxic from Britney Spears? These are just questions people want to know about Jake. Jake, what are you doing? What's that all about? All right. But anyway, we're moving on. Moving on. So you may be thinking that everybody's got this together. They understand exactly where we need to be. You, as an American citizen, you as somebody here living in Southwest Florida, you care more about the global warming, climate change, the cooling that's causing the warming, or whatever the case may be. Miami sinking into the ocean, all your oceanfront property, you got to sell it. Sell it now. If you live on the Caloosahatchee, if you live on the Gulf, you got to get rid of it. Get rid of it now, because we only got, what time is it? We only got a couple of hours left, and who knows if it's going to be like sinking into the ocean, right? Or the Gulf, or the river, as it were. So how are we doing? Are we losing Joe Biden on this? Because to be quite honest with you, I think he's a little out of touch because there are some people that might make the suggestion that, you know what? You're not only is your tone bad, I mean, you've lost Chuck Todd. Listen to this.
And a year after promising a change in tone,
we can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature.
President Biden has failed so far to do that.
Do you want to be on the side of Dr. King or George Wallace? Do you want to be on the side of John Lewis or Bull Connor?
So much for unifying the country.
Perhaps the president went a little too far in his rhetoric.
Perhaps he went a little too far. So not only are you losing some Democrats, like Mitt Romney. Did I say Mitt Romney? Well, that was audio of Mitt Romney. So maybe not a Democrat, but somebody who's a rhino. Certainly, you know who all the rhinos are. And Dick Durbin, who is a Democrat, and some other things that we can't really mention, who's saying, you probably went a little too far. So not only have you lost the whole, we're going to bring the country together argument, but you're also losing what is the defining issue of the day. The administration and Democrats would have you believe that you're sitting there and you care about more about global warming and climate change, and you care more about voting rights and the Voting Rights Act, and you care more about building back broke. These are the things that you want more than anything else in the whole world. Spend. Maybe not. A nightmarish poll from CBS over the weekend shows a 62% disapproval rating of his handling of the economy. 70% disapprove of his handling of inflation. 52% say his policies are making the economy worse. 65% he's not focused enough on inflation. 58% not enough on the economy. 65 and 58 on those last two, everybody. Not focused on inflation, not focused on the economy. And yet, we're constantly being told that the warming causes the cool. That's why we had the EF2s here in Southwest Florida, because it's all about the fact that we got to save Miami from sinking into the oceans, and we wouldn't have. Listen, if we just spend more money, if environmentalists could get more money from the state of Florida this legislative session, if they could just get Republicans, if they could just suck some more dollars out of the legislature and the governor, $600 million, not enough. We need more. Man, if we could get $1 billion, we could probably stop all of this from happening. We wouldn't have. We would have a state that you wouldn't even recognize. You wouldn't even believe it. Like the weather would stop right there at I don't know. Pick a location. It would stop right at Key Waden Island. It would stop right at the shores of Fort Myers Beach. It would be right up to Santa Barbara. Like Oh, no, these people have been doing really good work and spending a lot of money. Let's go around the state of Florida, the weather would say. I know I'm being completely ridiculous. But again, even according to some of the polling that's out there, I don't see anything about climate change or anything like that, or caring about that. They don't. The numbers are off the charts awful for this president. And the media knows it.
With a majority of people saying that the administration not focused enough on the economy, on inflation, and these are their most important issues.
That's their most important issues. That's the point. They're not listening. Don't care. And making the deep political divisions in this country worse, making the racial disparities of division worse, making a lot of what's going on in this country worse. How do you spin out of this? And, you know, what was it that, I'm trying to remember what Chuck Todd said over the weekend. And it wasn't even about tone. Oh, wait, is this it? Hold on a second. And this is an important thing. Listen to this.
For President Biden, the plan was that COVID would be defeated.
COVID would be defeated. You're not going to defeat COVID. Nobody with a sound mind. I mean, you might say that it's, you know, I got hairy legs. Sound mind issue, maybe an issue. That anybody with a sound mind would say, oh, we're going to get rid of COVID. It's going to be COVID zero. That's the policy, COVID zero. No, it's not. There's no such thing. It's not going to happen. COVID zero is never going to take place. It's always going to be here with us. And as the variant goes, you know how it's been. And you know what happens with variants. And we see now, time and time again, what is obvious. And how we need to get back to work. We need to get back to our life. We need to get back to normal. We can do that. It doesn't have to be a new normal. It can be normal. But saying he was going to stop the virus.
The economy would fully recover. And he would be able to deliver a return to normalcy.
Okay, so stop. The economy would be able to bounce back. That the economy would fully recover. How is the economy fully going to recover when you have an administration who wants to run their fear porn when it comes to this vid at every given moment? When they're going to pay people more to sit on the sidelines than to get into the game? When inflation is so rampant that there are people that are looking to get new jobs because they need more money and there are more jobs available now than ever before. I mean, the opportunities now are probably more than I have ever seen in my lifetime with individuals who want to move up and get a new job. The difference is moving up and getting that new job is not even going to break the difference between what inflation is and what you can afford. Like, you can't even make that up for so many people. And when you have an administration who wants to spend even more and all the money that they have spent. Now, listen, if Republicans did it as well, they are just as much at fault. That's got to stop. It's got to stop. And so it sure sounds like they're getting desperate. Well, how desperate? Well, wait till you hear some of the audio from some of the people like Nikki Fried running for governor and some of the things that she said. And it's not
marijuana.
It's worse than that. And some of the other politicians that are out there. We're going to have that coming up in just a second. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live. DrewSteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. Go to the website to watch, subscribe to our podcast, and subscribe to our channel on Rumble. We appreciate it. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here is Ray O'Shea.
Monday morning commute starting to get busy out along I-75. It is MLK Jr. Day today, so you're going to have roads closing off a little bit later on this morning, starting at 10:45 in downtown Fort Myers. State Road 82 will be blocked off as the parade makes its way towards Centennial Park, so make sure you avoid that area for that time from about 10:45 until 12:15 this afternoon. Right now, though, we're dealing with a crash in the center of Immokalee along West Main Street, seeing eastbound backups going through South 4th Street, approaching Main Street, and heading through the Immokalee Road intersection right in the middle of town. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cooler and breezy for today. Look for decreasing clouds with highs topping off in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A cold start to the day for your Tuesday. Lows bottoming out in the 40s for even most of our coastal zones. Look for a high near 69 degrees for tomorrow with a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The news you need. The host you trust. Getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Did you know that if you have $600 or more in the bank, President Biden wants to check your account? Thye Lassiter of Key City Capital here to tell you why. In an unprecedented move, President Biden's administration wants to have access to all Americans' bank accounts with over $600 to keep an eye on things so that we can be safe. At Key City Capital, we are committed to protecting and growing our clients' wealth regardless of what this president does. Our track record of double-digit returns and tax mitigation has truly been life-changing for our clients.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Or check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
The new year means new opportunity to save money on your insurance.
Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the perfect time to take a look at your plans for the year ahead. If you're considering a move, getting a new car, have new drivers hitting the road, or just want to reevaluate your coverage and costs, give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better coverage.
Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter now, you've heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. Anytime, day or night. If your plumbing's just not right, give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter now, you heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. If your drains are neat and clean and your toilet's acting weird, give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing nerds, plumbing nerds.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Well, this virus has disrupted our lives. It's canceled holidays, weddings, quinceañeras, gender reveal parties. Wildfires that started as gender reveal parties. Whatever the hell is happening with Novak Djokovic. I know you're tired of getting emails from your kid's school late at night saying, okay, come in tomorrow, we're feeling lucky. I know every time a stranger breathes on you, you think, that's it, I'm dead. For America, I'm here to tell you, there's one simple thing you can do to make this whole virus go away. Stop seeing Spider-Man.
All right, there you go. Saturday Night Live, I guess, going after Joe Biden, mocking Biden and blaming Omicron surge on Spider-Man. Because why not? So there you go. So is Joe Biden even losing Saturday Night Live now? Is that what you... No, no, don't you worry about it. Oh, they'll spring right back. I mean, there's already some Trump audio that's out there from... over the weekend when he was in Arizona. And here's what's funny. Jake, you're not going to believe this. There was about 150 people that showed up for the Trump rally in Arizona. About 150.
Are you sure?
Times that by 100, baby. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so there was, I don't know why that was weird. No, it was probably tens of thousands of people showed up at the Trump rally, as usual. I'm sorry, but yeah, Trump's got no. Just push the former president away when you talk about 2024 or even 22 or even his voice or anything he has to say. Nobody cares what he has to say. Right? That's why they keep showing up.
Now, we all knew that Joe Biden would be not so good, but few could have imagined that he would be such a disaster for this country.
Yeah, and he goes through many reasons why he's been a disaster, and some other things that he talked about in Arizona. He ripped Biden on the border crisis, right? Then, do we have some audio on that?
One of our very top priorities will be to stop the flood of illegal aliens across our southern border. Under my administration, with the help of two great men, these are great men, Tom Homan. Did you ever hear of Tom Homan?
Been on this program.
You never want to get in a fight with Tom Homan. And Mark Morgan. These are two great men.
Yep.
And they had help from others. We did such a job on the border.
Yeah. And how are we doing on the border? Don't worry about the fact that fentanyl pouring across the border, and it's pretty much still an issue, and fentanyl taking the lives of so many 18 to 34. The number one reason why 18 to 34s are dying is fentanyl. That's the number one cause of death in the country. But listen, the border's fine. Everything's fine. Biden's fine. Everything's good.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
You really want to go through another year with that awful joint pain? Listen, don't do it. Resolve right now to get yourself moving again for 2022. Hey, it's True Steel. It's time to call QC Kinetics. Non-surgical regenerative treatments for joint pain. We're talking lasting results using natural biologics. No surgery, no pain meds, no steroids, and no downtime. This is really exciting stuff. Regenerative, restorative treatments that actually encourage your body to heal itself using highly concentrated natural biologics. Patients rave about it for hip pain relief, knee pain relief, shoulder and back pain relief. Look, don't let them keep giving you steroids. And don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now. And imagine life in 22 without pain. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics now. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Rock Solid wants you in 22 to be our customer. Happy New Year at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99. Install. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples and Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit RockSolidNaples.com. Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
Window World is a family-owned business, and we really mean family. And with a family-owned business, you get a business that is looking to treat everyone right. We live in this community. We want to take care of our friends and neighbors.
With our family-owned business, we are backed by a company that believes in top-quality products at the best price available. That way, more people can afford energy-saving windows and doors, as well as top-quality hurricane-rated high-impact windows that also offer you some increased security to your home.
And being backed by our parent company, we're going to be around for a long time. The guarantee Window World offers is the absolute best guarantee you are ever going to find in a window replacement company. If anything goes wrong with your new windows, Window World, that's us, and Window World Corporate will stand behind it and get it fixed.
No high pressure, no sitting in your home for hours trying to get you to make a decision right away, but simply good business to our friends and neighbors. And when we're through installing your new windows, we'll stand behind those windows with the best guarantee in the window replacement business. See for yourself. Window World, simply the best for less.
Attention Medicare recipients. My name is Todd Van Owen. I live, work, play, and volunteer here in our community. New to Medicare, the area, have questions about Medicare Advantage plans, supplements, prescription drug coverage, need a primary care doctor or specialist? Call me, Todd, 896-3100. Unlike football and TV personalities claiming to know Medicare, I've got over 20 years of local experience educating and enrolling folks in Medicare plans. Call me, Todd, at 896-3100. That's 896-3100.
News. I'm Lillian Wu. Over 1,000 more flights canceled in the U.S. as a winter storm continues to wreak havoc across the eastern part of the country, from Georgia to Maine.
If there's any silver lining, it's happening on a holiday. So hopefully people are heeding the warning, staying inside. I will tell you, we have hundreds of thousands without power along the East Coast, and with temperatures very cold, that's going to be concerning. Those strong gusty winds are going to be along the coast. Flood advisories posted as well.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. Tennis star Novak Djokovic has arrived back in his native Serbia after being deported from Australia because he wasn't vaccinated against COVID-19. And tickets for the Beijing Olympics will not be sold to the general public because of COVID concerns. Instead, they'll be distributed to a targeted group of people. America's listening to Fox News.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Heading out right now through Palm Beach Boulevard, not far from Riverdale High School. We have a crash at the intersection of Weber Street. No major backups out there, no roadblock or injuries as well. I-75 looking clear across the area, and US 41 looking like it's running up to speed throughout most of Southwest Florida. Heads up for later on today, State Road 82 going to close down because of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade. Heading through downtown Fort Myers, all the way from High Street through into Monroe Street toward downtown Fort Myers. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across Southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across Southwest Florida. Look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday, with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet doors. Drawer fronts, hand-finished by true craftsmen. Designer hardware, new hinges, and everything installed beautifully in less than a week, start to finish. Expensive? No. To the contrary, with refacing by Cornerstone, you'll save so much, we should really talk about your master bathroom, too. Go for wow. Go for Cornerstone.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596 BACK.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596 BACK. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596 BACK. 596 BACK. That's 596-2225.
I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds, and I want to be sure you're given the best prices on fine jewelry and diamonds. Other jewelers don't like me. Why? Because we offer better prices and a superior experience. If you go to Tiffany's, you're going to get a great product, but pay 2 to 3 times what it's really worth. If you go to a chain store, you're going to get something that's really cheap and bad quality. Don't settle for high prices, low quality, and a bad experience. Buy real jewelry from me, Stuart Duncan, a real jeweler. The love of your life will really be proud to know that their diamond came from Duncan's Diamonds. Your true love deserves the best. And at Duncan's Diamonds, we will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and I will make sure that you can count on it. Duncan's Diamonds. It's worth the drive for the best prices on diamonds and fine jewelry. Come to one of our 3 beautiful locations.
In Fort Myers on US 41 and the Gulf Coast Town Center and Naples at Mercado.
Lace up those running shoes, Southwest Florida. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention is January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Visit runsignup.com and search Busey Bank to enter. Long sleeve shirt included with $25 registration fee. Runsignup.com and search Busey Bank. Proceeds support Drug House Odyssey and local SAD clubs. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention, January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Coral. Sponsored by AluFab USA, Lee Health, Lee Sheriff's Office, and Hanley Foundation.
Eating dinner in your underwear?
Honey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call it today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, a couple of things I wanted to let you know this morning. Many of you asked about this. Clay and Buck, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton will be in Southwest Florida on Friday. They'll be at the Luminary Hotel here in Fort Myers from 5 to 7 p.m., and they're going to be hanging out with you. So if you want to be there, I know a lot of people bought tickets to be there at the event, and we sold out, but more tickets are now available. A very limited amount of tickets are available. So if you want to go to the event downtown Fort Myers at the Luminary Hotel, please go to rightallalong.net. You can go to the website rightallalong.net, and right there you can get your live tickets Friday, January 21st, 5 p.m. So go there, rightallalong.net, and you'll see Clay and Buck's face. Just click on that, and you'll get the link to get those tickets right now. So a limited number of Clay and Buck tickets are available as we speak. So we had a chance to open it up. So get those tickets now. And a big thank you to Alfie Townsend and Advantage Retirement Group, My Shower Door, Island Air, Floor Meisters in Naples. Great people. And we thank them so much for being a part of this event. The Clay and Buck tickets now available. Just go to rightallalong.net. Also, coming up in 10 more minutes, Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Alda's gift cards we've got. Alda's Diner at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples. So get ready for that. All right, a couple of things we're keeping an eye on. The governor of the great state of Virginia, Governor Youngkin, did something that a lot of people weren't sure whether or not he was going to do on his first day. The new Virginia Republican governor signed 11 executive orders and directives on his first day in office after being sworn in over the weekend. And he pledged to be an advocate and a lot of things that he wanted to do immediately to try to deliver on the promises that he made on the campaign trail. And some of what he decided to do was overturning mask mandates for public schools, ending critical race theory, but it doesn't exist. So that was really that's nothing. I mean, overturning critical race theory it's not even something that is true and real. So whatever. Rescinding vaccine mandates for state employees, investigating Loudoun County, which is another big thing. You remember what happened in Loudoun County and the Loudoun County schools and some of the issues there with a student who was sexually assaulted by a transgender student in one of the bathrooms, and when the parent came out at a school board meeting to want to talk about this and complain about this, and was arrested, and it was just a horrific scene when you found out all the details of what happened. There's going to be an investigation into Loudoun County, which is great, in combating human trafficking, all the things that he talked about and sign these executive orders right away. Now, some people look at that and don't get very excited about executive orders because, again, when you're talking about executive orders, this back and forth flip-flop in what those in the legislature have done, and a governor coming in to change all of that. But mind you that as things politically change, who's to say that, unfortunately, in the state of Virginia, what the legislature has wrought there in the state is the will of the people, especially considering these very important issues that are maybe different than what the legislature has done in the past. And look, make no mistake about it. The legislature's not happy. They don't like that a Republican governor is coming in and starting to do what the will of the people has demanded. And so ultimately, you would like to see Virginia turn red. Will that be the case? Will this be the year 22? And we'll see more of that coming up across the country. Remains to be seen. But still, important moves by the governor there in the state of Virginia. And even here in the state, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of what has been happening this legislative session. We're through our first week of session in Tallahassee, and we're going to keep an eye on everything that's going on. There's a lot of good things that are happening. There are some things that we've got questions about, but we're going to be checking in this week, throughout the week, with those that have been in Tallahassee and get hold of some of the issues that are out there, including some of the important ones that many people have been concerned about here in Southwest Florida. The superintendent being an elected official as opposed to someone who is appointed, the superintendent of schools. House Bill 1055, the one that I've talked about, cameras and microphones in classrooms, and how you feel about that. We'll see how that's going to go. And some other things that have to do with education, getting a tease just over the weekend on some of the education issues that are being presented to the legislature this session. Some very, very important ones that have to do with your child's education and even testing, getting rid of the FSAs completely, and what will be replacing the FSAs. What does that look like? Many people have asked about that, so we're going to talk about that coming up this week. All right, 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Do you know, Jake the Millennial, do you know who Dana White is? Dana White, do you recognize that name?
MMA guy?
Yeah, he's a UFC guy, I think, right? Isn't he the president of...
Same thing.
It's the same thing, everybody. UFC, MMA.
That's what they do in the UFC.
That's what they do. They don't... Yep. Now, forgive me, because I don't know a lot about either one.
They're the same.
I'm a boxing fan. I am the sweet science, as it were.
Well, that's went downhill lately, so.
How could boxing go downhill?
Because people like YouTubers are knocking out fighters, so.
Well,
like actual fighters.
I think. All right, I'm not going to go into UFC and MMA and whether or not it's really a sport.
Whoa!
But there are.
But boxing's a sport?
Absolutely.
So what makes you think that MMA is not?
Because in boxing, well, in a lot of ways, UFC, it's like a hybrid. UFC and MMA, listen, there's a lot of what people like in boxing, and then some. Some might even say on steroids. But in boxing, the art of boxing is the defense as well as the offense. It's a science.
What's the difference whenever you're not only getting punched, you're getting kicked, you're getting your arm broke, you're getting tied, tangled?
I guess for me, with UFC and the way in MMA, it's like a street brawl. It's like a combination
not even close.
It's a combination of boxing and then a street brawl. When somebody grabs you and drags you to the ground.
Brawl?
Well, yeah, and then you're
They're
talking
not
about
even
the rest.
close.
You don't think I'm close?
Not even close.
All right. 239-479-55. Wait, 239-479-5592. People going to get angry at me now because...
Have you ever seen someone in MMA fight someone on the street? Because there's tons of videos.
But again, there's a science. There's a plan. There's a training involved with boxing that's much different than what you're talking about. Whether it's street fight, if a street fighter goes up against a boxer, the street fighter is probably going to win most of the time because someone who is boxing has rules. You're in a ring with rules. Street fighting, there are no rules. So that's not even a fair assessment.
Well, then how are you going to compare street fighting to MMA when there's most definitely rules in the MMA?
Yeah, but it's like a hybrid. It's different. Like when you're tackling somebody to the ground, when you have the opportunity to kick somebody, when you have the opportunity to do other things in UFC and MMA and street fighting, and then you look at boxing in and of itself and the science of the rules of boxing and the offense and the defense and how you operate in that space. It's just different. It's just different. I'm not saying UFC is bad. I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm not saying anything like that. I mean,
yeah, but you're questioning how it's a sport, which makes no sense.
No. I'm not. All right, let me take that back. I'm questioning the difference in the sport. Let me clarify. I'm questioning the difference in the sport. It's just different. UFC and MMA is not the same as boxing. You can't look at you can't look at both. You can't compare them and say, oh, it's more violent boxing. It's not. Boxing is completely different than UFC and MMA. It's completely different in,
there can be
in
an
a lot of
MMA
ways.
fight where there's no punches thrown. So
there you go. Somebody get kicked in the head and it's done, right?
And didn't Conor McGregor box Floyd Mayweather?
He did.
And lost.
Right. It's a different sport. You're training for something with different rules. You can't kick. You can't tackle. All right. Anyway, this is not a thing on UFC. That's not what I was bringing this up because Dana White, who is the president of UFC, who works with like Joe Rogan, is famous because of UFC. Like he is a
commentator.
Right. He's the commentator in the UFC. Right. So they work together. Okay. So Dana White was asked about these 270 doctors, quote unquote, who demanded that Joe Rogan be removed from Spotify. Like Spotify is where Joe Rogan makes his money. It's where he has made contractually his deal. It's Spotify. So it's doctors demanding that he be taken down from the platform because they don't like his stance on a lot of things, and bringing in guests like Dr. Robert Malone, who was the inventor of the mRNA technology that makes the vaccines, and saying some of the things he said about vaccines and vaccinations and ivermectin and studies. Anyway, so he was asked about that. Listen to this.
I was wondering what your thoughts were with the 200 plus doctors trying to put pressure on Spotify, saying that Joe's a menace to.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Ever since I came out and said what I did, it's almost impossible now to get monoclonal antibodies. They're making it so you can't get them. You know, medicine that absolutely works, they're keeping from us. I don't want to get too political and start getting into all this. Ivermectin and monoclonal antibodies have been around for a long time. Now all of a sudden you can't dig them up to save your life. The doctors won't give them to you.
Is he wrong? So they're talking about the 270 doctors, which is really funny because if you really look into the 270 doctors, as some people have, right? Who was it? Jordan Schachtel, who is on Substack, who is amazing, who's been keeping an eye on everything COVID, looked into these 270 doctors, and guess what he found out? He reviewed the letter, and only about 100 of the 270 signatories to the letter are people with qualified medical degrees. Can I give you an example of some of the others that are on this list of people who are the quote-unquote doctors? You ready? Here's an individual named Cole Cratton. Cole Cratton is the director of research at Grasshopper Farms.
It's weed. He grows weed.
Yeah, but he would know a lot about. He's one of the doctors that wants Joe Rogan off the air.
What's his education?
Does it matter? He's a doctor. That's all. Nobody's even looked at it. Okay, Colleen Frost. She's a dentist.
Well, I mean, never mind.
Okay. Chrissy Stokes is a professor. Okay. Daniel Wilson is an analytical scientist with Eurofins. I don't know what Eurofins is. Does it matter? These are the doctors, everybody. David Levine is a writer and researcher at Johns Hopkins University. He's a writer and a researcher. He doesn't have a doctorate or a doctor's degree. Well, actually, maybe he's an MA, so technically he does. But these are the individuals. They don't have what Jordan Schachtel has described as qualified medical degrees. But don't let that stop you. And what else did Dana White say? Because then you got one of these tough reporters wants to know, hey, you a doctor? Are you a doctor?
Are you surprised at the backlash that people don't even want to allow you to discuss options and pretreatment?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's one of the craziest things that I've ever witnessed in my life. You know, and I'm not talking about experimental drugs or things that this stuff's been around. And the ivermectin,
You're a doctor?
The guy won the Nobel Peace Prize.
You're a doctor?
Huh?
You're a doctor?
No, but there's plenty of doctors that do.
Here he comes.
I just asked a question. Are you a doctor?
No, but I took them and they both work for me. So why shouldn't I be able to take them again?
Oh, you're not allowed to take them, Dana White. You're not allowed to do it. Sorry, you can't do that, man. You don't get it. The point is what he's trying to say that a lot of people have been asking is, why are we still not talking about therapies? Why is it take a couple of aspirins and tough it out at home and just let me know if it gets worse, if you need a hospital bed? Why is it that we can't talk about therapies? I don't even know if I'm on any kind of social media channel right now, if I've been taken down. Who knows? Again, just questions. All right. There was a lot more I wanted to get into with this, but I talked too much with Jake about UFC and kicking people in the head, which is just not sorry. Okay. So now we got to move on. Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. What are you doing today? Are you driving around? You just waking up? I don't know what it is you're doing. If you would like to play Drew's College, if you would like to win just for playing, a gift certificate for 2 to Alda's Restaurant and Bar, otherwise known as Alda's Diner, the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples. If you'd like to play and win, you most certainly could do that right now. Give us a call, 239-479-5592. We'll take caller number 9 right now. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along with traffic. There's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out right now through Palm Beach Boulevard, dealing with a crash near Weber Boulevard, right off of Buckingham Road, not far from Riverdale High School. The roads are pretty quiet this morning, with it being a day off for a lot of people, and school is out for Southwest Florida students. So heading through 75, you may notice a little bit of a delay south of Colonial Boulevard, heading toward Daniels Parkway, southbound. Not too bad on 481 this morning, and all of our area bridges running up to speed, about 2 to 3 minutes in each direction. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cooler and breezy for today. Look for decreasing clouds with highs topping off in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A cold start to the day for your Tuesday. Lows bottoming out in the 40s for even most of our coastal zones. Look for a high near 69 degrees for tomorrow with a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All
Let's
along.
roll, America. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in during Naples Nissan's Let's Roll America sales event. Hey, Southwest Florida, Aaron Walker here. Come roll with us at Naples Nissan and get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in, whether it runs or not. Push, pull, or drag it in if you have to. Choose from over 200 new Nissan models in stock, ready to drive home, and all backed by Naples Nissan's exclusive unlimited mile lifetime warranty. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in and get rolling in a brand new 2022 Nissan today. Don't miss the Let's Roll America sales event only at Naples Nissan on Pine Ridge Road. That's exit 107 off I-75 or naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Visit naplesnissan.com for full details.
Tell you about my water heater?
Not lately.
Supposed to take it for granted, right?
Well...
until it stops working, which it did.
Been taking care of it though, right?
What?
Professionally flushed out every year?
Nobody told me that!
I thought everyone knew
What
that.
else don't I know about water heaters?
Dave.
Have to scrape off the barnacles?
Dave.
Next you'll tell me I need to change the timing belt and upgrade the firmware just so I can enjoy my rainfall shower head with water that's maybe just a little warmer than actual rain!
Dave, so what's the best case scenario?
Best case? Okay, I make one call, someone comes out and fixes my water heater today. Maybe comes back to do that maintenance stuff.
That's best?
Well, yeah, but...
That's best. Best Home Services. They always have 4 plumbing trucks standing by waiting for last-minute calls.
They do all the...
Yes, they do.
GetBest.com. When something goes wrong, we're waiting.
So I can't take my water heater for granted?
Or your air conditioner.
What?
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at GoodDealsAppliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances.
Have we got a deal for you?
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our replacement windows are made to better enhance the energy efficiency of your home and stand up to Florida weather. New South Window, home of the ultimate Florida window for you. Made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Going on now. Buy 2 windows, get a third free. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
92.5 Fox News.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
It's Drew's College.
All right. Let's go to Lee. Lee's in Naples. Hey, Lee.
Hi, Drew.
It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. You ready for your associate's degree question, Lee?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You all right over there? Okay. All right, it starts right now. Hey, Lee, do you remember Mitt Romney in 2012 won the GOP nomination for President of the United States? Remember Mitt Romney? He was the guy in 2012? Yeah, remember that? Who was his running mate?
Paul something.
Paul something.
No.
Can we accept Paul something?
He was the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, that's Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan, give it to her. That's a lot to know. She's right about that. All right, Paul Ryan, that's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Jake? Jake, I'm waiting for Jake's ding. There you go. There's the ding. Okay. Here's your bachelor's degree question. What's Betsy Ross famous for? Betsy Ross?
What's the question?
Who's Betsy Ross? What's Betsy Ross famous for? When you think of Betsy Ross,
hear what you're saying.
You can't hear what I'm.
Don't do that.
You can't hear. Maybe take me off a speakerphone. Yeah, Lee, you should probably take me off a speakerphone while you've got a second.
I don't know how to do that because
Okay.
I'm connected.
All right. Well, that's a lot to ask. All right. Let's. So the Betsy Ross thing. Do you know what we're talking about with Betsy Ross?
Betsy Ross made the flag.
Yeah, the flag, the American flag. Okay, there you go. All right, a bachelor's. We'll see if we get a master's degree on this question. This president was the first Republican to be voted into office in 1861 and the first president to be assassinated. Who was it?
Abraham Lincoln.
That is correct. All right, you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. This president was nicknamed Ike. Served from 1953 to 1961. He put a putting green on the White House lawn. Who was that?
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
That is correct. All right, Lee, rough start, weird phone, but you made it into the PhD category, so congratulations, Lee. All right, and you got a gift certificate to Alda's Diner at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples, so you got that as well. Stay right there, Lee. Okay, wow, that was one loud, crazy phone right there. And Lee doesn't know how to take the phone off speakerphone. All right, sometimes those things can be complicated. You just never know.
Fox News. Right. All along.
Rockstar Harley needs used bikes and is giving NADA retail value when trading for a new Harley this week. No matter how much you will want it, Rockstar Harley will trade anything. Bikes, cars, ATVs, RVs, and more. NADA retail value for your motorcycle. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. At Rockstar Harley, all credit applications considered. Rockstar Harley-Davidson is the #1 volume Harley dealer in Florida with rates such as 0.99% APR. Retail trade value ends this Sunday. Adjustments made based on condition and mileage. Negative trading equity may be applied to not finance, but approved above average credit.
Even the left speaker sounds right when you're listening to 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right. All along.
What happened in Texas is being investigated as anti-Semitic terror. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Thank God we have such a professional FBI.
That's President Biden after Saturday's synagogue hostage standoff. Fox's Evan Brown has an update live.
Yeah, Dave, the FBI Sunday released the name of the gunman who took the 4 people hostage Saturday at Congregation Beth Israel in Colleyville, Texas, near Fort Worth. He was 44-year-old British national Malik Faisal Akram, and now law enforcement in Britain say 2 teenagers in Manchester have been taken into custody in connection to a crime. He arrived in the United States just weeks ago using a tourist visa. He was not on any sort of watch list. The synagogue's rabbi was among the 4 hostages who all escaped before the FBI entered the building and shot Akram dead late Saturday, Dave.
But it's a stormy day along the East Coast.
Winds in excess of 50 to 60 miles per hour throughout the day today. Offshore, we've got hurricane-force wind gusts, and then we have coastal flood advisories.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean, tens of thousands have lost power. Areas from Arkansas to the Carolinas got a foot of snow. 2 people died near Raleigh when a car slid off the road. There's half-inch thick ice in some places. Tornadoes hit the Fort Myers, Florida area, damaging dozens of homes. There were almost 5.5 million COVID cases last week across America, a new record, and while many cases are milder for the vaccinated, hospitalizations have also soared. Deaths last week at a 3-month high. In Virginia, new Governor Glenn Youngkin took office and took action to undo the state's mask mandate for kids in schools. The Republican told Fox News Sunday,
"We are providing parents an opt-out. We're providing them the ability to make the right decision for their child with regards to their child's well-being."
But some Virginia counties will defy Governor Youngkin and his opt-out, keeping school mask mandates in place. America's listening to Fox News.
This news update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Heading out right now through Lee County, we have a crash along Palm Beach Boulevard near Weber Boulevard in the Buckingham, Fort Myers Shores area, right off Buckingham Road. Heading out also through Bonita Springs, a crash on 41 and Bonita Beach Road. No word on any roadblock, but expect to see some slowdowns nearby. Looking good along I-75. No major issues up and down the interstate early on this morning. Collier County roads crash and incident free right now. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across southwest Florida. We'll look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
At home or on your phone, no matter where you roam, you can always get rightallalong.net, the new web home for 92.5 Fox News.
Getting older has its advantages. Early bird dinners, senior discounts, day drinking. If you're one of the millions turning 65 soon, it might be time to take a look at your insurance options. Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, so much to keep in mind. At Millennium Physician Group, half our patients are 65 plus. No matter what insurance benefits you choose, make sure your Millennium primary care doctor is part of your plan and your connection to a healthier life. Millennium Physician Group. Connect today. 844-CALL-MPG. MillenniumPhysician.com.
Experience really does matter. Hi, this is Vincent Napoleon. We're currently experiencing a very different real estate market. Is this a bubble? Is it going to last? Should I sell now or should I buy now? With over 30 years of living and working right here in Collier County, I know I can help guide you through. If you're currently thinking about selling your home or buying a home, please reach out to me today. Recognized by the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends magazine as one of the nation's top performing agents with a #1 firm, Coldwell Banker. You know, it costs you nothing to meet with me, but will cost you thousands not to. Please go to thatradioed.com, again, thatradioed.com, or feel free to email me at thatradioed@gmail.com, thatradioed@gmail.com. Vincent Napoleon, thank you.
Manufactured in the USA, Plantation Shutters for You is your best choice for plantation shutters. Custom measured and installed just for you. Built to last forever. Call today for a free consultation. Discounts for all military and first responders. Also, if you support Biden, don't blink and call us. PlantationShuttersForYou.com.
Lace up those running shoes, Southwest Florida. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention is January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Visit runsignup.com and search Busey Bank to enter. Long sleeve shirt included with $25 registration fee. Runsignup.com and search Busey Bank. Proceeds support Drug House Odyssey and local SAD clubs. The Busey Bank Family Run for Prevention, January 29th at JC Park in Cape Coral. Sponsored by AluFab USA, Lee Health, U.S. Sugar, and Park Royal Behavioral Health.
Hello, I'm Brian Resney, president of Resney Wealth Management and host of the Resney Wealth Report and TV show on the weekends. Investors come to my TV and radio shows to learn and to get educated so they can make better decisions about their retirement and their portfolio. What's your risk management strategy? Are you willing to subject your portfolio to another massive decline in a set it and forget it strategy, or are you looking for a difference? Listen to my show Sunday mornings, 10 to noon on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. It's no secret. Mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2022. But for right now, rates are still really good. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the FHA have all increased their loan limits this year, so now is the time to make sure you're locked into the best rates and terms possible. If you're thinking about cash out for projects or simply want to improve your current rate, the time to review this is now, before rates rise. Our no closing cost program can help you get today's low rates without any cost or fees, giving you the flexibility to take advantage of current and future market conditions. Call us for a free review at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Thank you for waking us all up out here. For all you do.
Thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. A lot of prayers were out yesterday. There's no doubt anybody who was living here in Southwest Florida yesterday and was witness to those storms across Southwest Florida, those tornadoes, whether it was Charlotte County in the Gasparilla area, whether it was in Fort Myers, Iona, McGregor area, and the video of some of the damage done, and down in Colleyville County, certainly in the area of 951 and 41, and some of the tornadoes that people had been posting all day long yesterday on social media, and some of them just the horrific images of just these tornadoes. And Jake was mentioning the one that you noticed right away was the one that was where you see the tornado and all the debris is flying in it, right? And power the power poles, I guess, the light transformers popping, exploding, and just unbelievable images, and at least to this moment, and I haven't heard anything different, but no death is unbelievable when you see some of the damage that these tornadoes caused, and just unbelievable. And again, can't say this enough, how the community comes together, how quickly things mobilize. It's just remarkable to see. Emergency management in Lee County and Charlotte County, Colleyville County as well, and how quickly they move, and in the state of Florida, how quickly it moves. The organizations getting together to help here in Southwest Florida so quick, and how you have somebody like Nikki Fried who wants to let everybody know that the Florida State Guard, whose mission and primary mission will be to show up in disaster relief for areas like Southwest Florida, that Nikki Fried's impression of these individuals who would be here to help is that they're militia, and they're state militia, and they're almost akin to Hitler. Now, I hate that I'm even saying that. And if you get mad at me for saying that, if you think that that's an outrageous statement to make, if you think that it would be unbelievably moronic if somebody were to make a claim like that, may I present to you Nikki Fried running for governor of the state of Florida. I wonder if some of these words disqualify her. Did you hear this, Jake? Did you hear about this? So Nikki Fried, she's on Florida National or Florida Public Radio, NPR's Friday Roundup podcast. That's what it is. And she's asked about some of the comments made about the governor. And listen, it's one thing if you've got a record that you can lean on, and as the agriculture secretary here in the state of Florida, Nikki Fried has great accomplishments. I mean, have you seen the picture on the gas pumps? Oh, well, they're not there anymore, but they were early on, and everybody was like, man, is she going to be running for governor one day? Why does she care about putting a picture? Yep, you got it. That's a winner chicken dinner. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that what the kids say? Winner chicken dinner, something like that. I think so.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. Well, you do.
I don't.
Okay, you don't. But anyway, and after that, I don't really know what Nikki Fried does. Not really sure.
Marijuana.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Marijuana.
Oh, I don't know if she. Well, anyway, I digress. So here she is on the podcast. Now, again, this is the individual who wants you to believe, and Democrats want you to believe in the state of Florida, that this is one of the most, the other person is Charlie Crist, but he doesn't know if he's part of the Whig Party, a Republican, Democrat. So you really can't, okay. But Nikki Fried's getting a lot of the press. This is the person that everybody wants you to believe is the most qualified. So here we go from the podcast.
And my concern has consistently been with this governor.
Yeah.
His lack of ability to show up for our state.
Okay, now she's talking about not showing up when it comes to COVID and the number of cases here of COVID cases, which, of course, when you're talking about the number of cases nationally, we are not number one. You might look to New York State and other places, but you don't do that. You know, he doesn't show up. He's not around. You can't even find him. Do you know how hard it is to find the governor of the state of Florida right now? Nobody knows where he's been. Has he had a press conference or anything at all? Have you even heard one single thing about the governor? Yeah, actually, we hear from him all the time. It's really weird that she would say that. It's okay. Yeah.
Used to yell at the media, yell at people who don't agree with him, instead of listening to the concerns that you still have 50% of our state, regardless, that are waiting in these lines, that are having family members who are sick, who've lost their jobs, who've lost their lives. And instead of showing compassion and transparency and trying to lead the state with a level head, with giving as much information to the people of our state.
Yeah, this guy does not have a level head. No level head here.
He intends to dictate what is happening in our state and has become an authoritarian when it comes to ruling over our state, not just on COVID policies, but basically it's his way or the highway. And I'm sorry, but that is not how you're supposed to govern.
Okay, so she went there. And she said, authoritarian. This guy is not around. You can't find him. He doesn't listen. He's an authoritarian. So the co-host on the program is like, well, let me ask you this.
Have called the governor an authoritarian, even tweeted that you think he's like a dictator. What's your response to critics of that statement, that type of rhetoric? They think it goes too far.
Not at all. Growing up in Miami, and having, neighbors that were Cubans, growing up with hearing the stories of so many of our Floridians who have left dictatorships and communism and socialist countries.
I got to stop. So she's getting ready to say that, no, she believes that he's a dictator, he's authoritarian, because she grew up in Miami and she grew up around a lot of people who understand exactly what it's like to live under a dictatorship, communism, the struggles, right? Okay. You following this? Wait till you hear what she says. Here we go.
And coming here to the state of Florida for capitalism, for open opportunities to succeed.
Right. They came here for capitalism and opportunity to get away from dictatorships. Now she's comparing Governor DeSantis to dictators, right? Listen to this.
He is doing everything possible to take away power from local governments, taking away people's abilities to protest, making it harder to vote, talking about, banning books. That's what dictators do. Instead of listening and trying to govern with the people, he's trying to govern over the people. And, that, I'm sorry, I'm a student of history too. I saw the rise of Hitler. I learned of those stories.
Are you comparing DeSantis to Hitler?
In a lot of ways, yes.
What? What? Yes, I'm a little riled. What? You heard it right there. So Nikki Fried, talking about what dictators do, instead of listening and trying to govern over the people. And she's a student of history. She saw the rise of Hitler, and the host is like, whoa. You comparing DeSantis to Hitler? Oh, in a lot of ways, yes. What? Are you joking? All right, wait, play it to the end now. Watch what she says here. Listen.
In a lot of ways, yes. I have studied Hitler and how he got to power, wanting his own militia and having his own...
There are other states that have one.
Absolutely. But the reason why this governor wants it is different than the other states that have been utilizing it for emergency purposes. This governor is doing it for the sole purposes of power.
Forgive me for saying this. Forgive me for saying this. Jake, forgive me for saying this. Forgive me for saying this. I'm asking for forgiveness before I say this. Are you insane? She's not insane. She clearly knows exactly. This is Nikki Fried. She knows exactly what she's not crazy. She's not insane. But you've got to be kidding me. So there's Nikki Fried, who wants to be the governor of the state of Florida, who says that the governor right now, DeSantis, is like Hitler, that he's like a dictator, and she's been around a lot of Cubans and people who left dictatorships and communism, and she knows all about it. And boy, the DeSantis is just like this. And he wants to put the Florida State Guard together again because he wants his own militia. He wants to put his militia together because that's kind of like the way that Hitler did it. And it's different than the other 23 states that are doing it because he wants to have militia, not for emergency purposes, but for other purposes. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, how is that not disqualifying as a candidate for governor in a state to say that? I mean, it's not going to be. There are some people that are going to be sitting back and saying, yeah, she's right. In which case, as the kids say, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. But that is just unbelievable. And look, you get it. When you don't have a record, I mean, when all you got to stand on is
marijuana,
or not, you don't stand on it, but you know what you do with it. That's what you do. It's outrage. I mean, do you really think that those attacks are going to ingratiate you to the public to the point where they're going to be like, yeah, we got to have her. We got to have her. She is just, what is it with Democrats lately and Joe Biden who can't do that either? What is it with Democrats lately who try to talk about how we all need to be nicer, that we need to stop being so negative, that it's really about, coming together and the things that should be happening. And instead you get the crazy rhetoric.
And a year after promising a change in tone,
we can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature.
President Biden has failed so far to do that.
Do you want to be on the side of Dr. King or George Wallace? Do you want to be on the side of John Lewis or Bull Connor?
So much for unifying the country.
Perhaps the president went a little too far in his rhetoric.
Yeah, perhaps. What is it about Democrats where they just can't? It's like they can't help themselves. And look, I get it. This is what they do because they're trying to damage the governor. Even Axios. I've had people who texted me or emailed me hey, did you see the article on Donald Trump trashing Ron DeSantis in private as an ingrate with a dull personality? This is from Axios. Jonathan Swan had the story. Forgive me when I look to Axios and other liberal publications and I see people saying, our sources are saying behind the scenes that this is what somebody who recently, a source who recently spoke to Trump about DeSantis, saying all these negative things about DeSantis. Forgive me if I kind of have a little hesitation on how the former president is talking about Ron DeSantis. If he's saying things like he's dull, and that he's not worried about the governor as a potential 24 rival, and he's saying that he doesn't have any charisma and he's got a dull personality. Okay. Nikki Fried called him Hitler. Can we talk about that? Jake, what am I missing? Help me. What am I missing? Everybody wants to get all flustered and try to start this whole thing about Trump calling DeSantis dull if he did. I mean, it's a source, heard it from a friend, you've been missing. Okay. Anyway, so I'm supposed to be worried about that, saying he's dull, he's got no charisma. I mean, and Nikki Fried called DeSantis Hitler, and I'm supposed to care about the other part of it. Like you people are insane. Say it. Well, you're not insane. That's the problem. You know exactly what you're doing.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny that she's the agricultural commissioner of the state of Florida, and she's engaged to one of the CEOs of one of the biggest medical marijuana dispensaries in the state of Florida. I don't know. That's just a little weird to me.
Marijuana.
Oh, leave her alone. Leave her alone. 239-479-5592. Do we want to take some calls, or do you want to go to break? Let's go to break. Okay, we'll get to the calls coming up. If you're on hold, you can wait there. We'll get to you. Don't go anywhere. Roger and Chuck and Steve, you're good. 239-479-5592. It's Daybreak 92.5. Fox News right all along. Let's find out what's going on with traffic up to the minute. There's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out on your morning commute, dealing with a crash on Palm Beach Boulevard and Weber Boulevard in the Fort Myers Shores area, not far from Riverdale High School, but no roadblock or injuries there. And a disabled vehicle along 41 at Bonita Beach Road in Bonita Springs, just seeing some slight westbound delays through the intersection. Collier County roads clear and crash-free. No problems out across Charlotte County early on this morning. Heading up and down 75, pretty quiet as well. We don't have the kids heading off to school today, and a lot of people off from work with the MLK Junior holiday. And if you're heading right now through State Road 82, it is clear and open, but will shut down around 10:45 this morning because of the MLK Junior Day Parade, and that'll be closed until 12:15, heading between High Street and downtown Fort Myers toward Monroe Street. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cooler and breezy for today. Look for decreasing clouds with highs topping off in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A cold start to the day for your Tuesday. Lows bottoming out in the 40s for even most of our coastal zones. Look for a high near 69 degrees for tomorrow with a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Where do designers store their clients' furniture when doing an estate home remodel? Rice's Moving and Transport in Naples, with over 10,000 square feet of air-conditioned storage space. Designers use Rice's Moving and Transport for one reason: trust. They know Rice's Moving team will pad wrap and inspect all articles carefully, then securely store them. Contractors use Rice's during a remodel to store customers' personal items too. Upon completion, everything is then returned to your home, completely unpacked and carefully reassembled. Another important point to consider when selecting a mover is this: only a handful of moving companies actually follow all the laws. Many moving companies simply pay employees in cash. This creates an issue for you as they are not insured. If there's an accident, you're responsible. So if you're planning a whole home or condo remodel, or need help moving and storing your treasured furniture and valuables, trust Rice's Moving and Transport, fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind. Rice'sMoving.net, moving you into the future.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. We're on the phone with our good friend TJ Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples. And listen, TJ, we know that when you're calling, something big is going on, something special is happening at Floor Meisters. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the almost 1 million square feet of CoreTech inventory on hand. Talk about that.
Yes, I have the biggest selection in Southwest Florida, and I also probably have the biggest stock of CoreTech. Got almost 1 million square feet. I'm ordering it every day to keep up with demand and to make sure it's here, ready to go when you need it. I've got trucks rolling in every day. I'm buying for 3 to 4 to 5 months out to make sure you've got it. If you got a contractor who needs some floor and they can't get it, come see me. We probably have it here.
So when it comes to CoreTech, listen, you know where to go. The selection's unbelievable at Floor Meisters. And if you're a homeowner, contractor, installer, and you can't find what you're looking for, now's the time to visit their store at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco, or online at floormeisters.com.
Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit LDTlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano. LDTlaw.com.
It's a new year, and for businesses, that means a new start. Whatever the year ahead holds, now Comcast Business is making it easy to get going with the Ready, Set, Save sale. Get started with fast and reliable internet and voice for $35 each a month when you buy both. And save with a 2-year price guarantee. Switching is easy with flexible installation times. And you'll also get backing from an expert team 24/7, so you can focus on planning the year ahead. Plus, for even more value, ask how to get free installation and 1 month free with a qualifying bundle. Get a great deal for your business with the Ready, Set, Save sale today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. 1 month free and free installation offer ends 2/2022. Call or go online for details.
Taxes are complicated, an industry that can have monthly law changes. This year, so many refundable credits, like kids, up to $3,600 per child, or earned income credits, nearly $7,000. Daycare, you're looking at another $8,000. Don't forget to reconcile your advanced child care credits or your stimulus money. That's where EG Tax comes in, your low-cost, high-value, knowledgeable tax team. We're located in Airport Pulling Road in Naples. Call 239-262-2009 or click egtax.com.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the Drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right. Roger's been holding patiently in St. Mary's. What's going on, Roger?
Well, I'm a little fired up as you are about her comparing DeSantis to Hitler, really.
Yeah.
But I can't. DeSantis, I lived in Lee County, Drew, and I moved up here to St. Mary's about 2.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And ever since DeSantis has gotten into office, he's done nothing but good for that state. He's involved with not just one area. He's all over the place. You hear about it, you read about it each and every single day. And if Nikki Fried, being involved with the marijuana laws, I'm thinking maybe some of that smoke is clouding her judgment. But I live in a state where our governor is not existent. Brian Kemp, I haven't heard anything from him in the 2.5 years I've been up here.
Yeah.
Until I just told Jake until a couple days ago when this front moved in and pushed the storm through you guys, and I hope everybody's well down there. But he's horrible, a horrible governor, and it seems like all these Democrats, Drew, it's like they go to the same school and they spew out
the
same old bull crap.
They do.
I mean, they are nothing. The Democrats are nothing but the decaying teeth in the mouth of society, and they need to be extracted. And DeSantis is doing an outstanding job, and I wish that every state in this country had somebody like him and Greg Abbott in Texas. I'll hang up.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, Roger. Thanks for the call there. And, sometimes that's the thing in the state of Florida. Sometimes we are spoiled to the fact that everybody has it as good as we do when it comes to what the governor has been able to accomplish, what the legislature in many ways has been able to accomplish, and how we have been in this state. And there's a lot of people that don't like it, especially Democrats who are trying to make inroads. And all they can do is throw some of the craziest rhetoric out there, like comparing DeSantis to Hitler. You got to be kidding.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Hi, I'm Thomas from Storm Shield in North Fort Myers. I'm proud to represent a company that provides a top quality product and stands behind the product and the installation. At Storm Shield, we provide Energy Star certified windows and doors, an exclusive life of home warranty which covers the entire product as well as the installation. All products are certified made in the USA. We have an elite status with Home Advisor and offer no obligation estimates. Most manufacturers have a line of products that meet a variety of budgets and options. Sometimes vendors bait top quality products to earn your business, but switch and install another. We understand that you want to protect your family and home from the elements for years to come. Our priority is ensuring your protection without breaking the bank.
Call Storm Shield today for a free, no hidden cost, exact to the penny quote at 239-491-7002. That's 239-491-7002. Or visit on the web at stormshieldSWFL.com. License number CGC A60475.
Alda's Diner in Naples makes everything from scratch with daily homemade specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy big portions of your favorite comfort foods, from steak and eggs or pancakes for breakfast to fantastic salads or their famous Donald J. Burger for lunch or dinner. And don't forget about Alda's extensive bar menu with drink specials for the perfect start to your evening. Make Alda's your go-to spot. They're on the corner of Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951 in Naples. Alda's Diner. There's no place like it.
It's a new year and a great time to upgrade your cabinets. You want Sinclair quality. You want Sinclair craftsmanship. You want Sinclair cabinets. Sinclair Custom Homes now offers their handmade, built in the USA custom cabinets without having to purchase a Sinclair custom home. You can now have the same high-quality furniture finished cabinets in your existing home. Upgrade your kitchen, your bath, your closets, even your garage. For details, visit SinclairCabinets.com. That's SinclairCabinets.com.
No more clutter. That's when you make things happen, so resolutions can become reality. Give your family a gift for the future. A beautiful new space, reimagined by our designers and you. Your home rejuvenation from Closet Factory comes with less stress and better rest included. Our business is designed around you. Whether in person or virtual, creating a perfect space for you is our goal. That's how we build it at Closet Factory.
The new year means new opportunity to save money on your insurance.
Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the perfect time to take a look at your plans for the year ahead. If you're considering a move, getting a new car, have new drivers hitting the road, or just want to reevaluate your coverage and costs, give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better coverage.
Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato's Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Heading out on your morning commute, dealing with a crash on Palm Beach Boulevard and Weber Boulevard in the Fort Myers Shores area, not far from Riverdale High School, but no roadblock or injuries there. And a disabled vehicle along 41 at Bonita Beach Road in Bonita Springs, just seeing some slight westbound delays through the intersection. Collier County roads clear and crash-free. No problems out across Charlotte County early on this morning. Heading up and down 75, pretty quiet as well. We don't have the kids heading off to school today, and a lot of people off from work with the MLK Junior holiday. And if you're heading right now through State Road 82, it is clear and open, but will shut down around 10:45 this morning because of the MLK Junior Day Parade. And that'll be closed until 12:15, heading between High Street and downtown Fort Myers toward Monroe Street. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, behind the cold front that brought us the active day of weather across southwest Florida yesterday, we get to enjoy some quieter weather today. A few sprinkles a possibility for the remainder this morning. Otherwise, look for decreasing clouds as drier and cooler air continues to move through. It will be a breezy day today, winds kicking up out of the north and west at 15 to 20 miles per hour, with highs only set to top off in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the area. Clearer and cold as we head into tonight, your Tuesday morning. Temperatures waking up in the 40s for most of us across southwest Florida. Look for a high near 69 for your Tuesday afternoon under a sunny sky, keeping dry through Wednesday and Thursday with highs eventually rebounding back into the 70s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Hey, it's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. I'm inviting you to visit our just opened new location in Fort Myers on Colonial Boulevard by Winkler Avenue. We've relocated from Daniels and I-75. It's the ultimate sports bar with TVs stacked to a high ceiling, huge indoor seating area, and large outdoor porch. And still the best food in town. Enjoy the area's best ribs, burgers, chicken wings, and Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Stevie Tomatoes isn't just a sports bar. We're striving to be the sports bar in Naples, Cape Coral, and now on Colonial Boulevard by Winkler Avenue in Fort Myers. Stevie Tomatoes. Come for the food, stay for the sports, and fun. Just come, come, come.
Stevie Tomatoes, sports page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
Being involved in a legal dispute can leave you feeling like you've lost control. I'm Eli Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Understanding the law and the rules of evidence can mean the difference between winning or losing your case. If you are involved in a legal dispute and are not sure of your options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau. Considering a roofing project, repair, or basic roof maintenance, beat the supply chain issues and inflation cost. Google DRM Roofing. 239-332-1441.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Your new home is calling you to live the good life, starting now. And River Hall is where it all starts. A true paradise. River Hall is one of the Gulf Coast's most exclusive master plan communities, with homes priced from the 500s to the 800s. Upscale country club living, complete with a Davis Love III Championship golf course, all waiting for you. Here's to finally finding the perfect place. Here's to home. River Hall is just 20 minutes east of Fort Myers in the River Shores District. Come see model homes now. Visit liveriverhall.com.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Where do designers store their clients' furniture when doing an estate home remodel? Rice's Moving and Transport in Naples, with over 10,000 square feet of air-conditioned storage space. Designers use Rice's Moving and Transport for one reason: trust. They know Rice's Moving team will pad wrap and inspect all articles carefully, then securely store them. Contractors use Rice's during a remodel to store customers' personal items too. Upon completion, everything is then returned to your home, completely unpacked and carefully reassembled. Another important point to consider when selecting a mover is this: only a handful of moving companies actually follow all the laws. Many moving companies simply pay employees in cash. This creates an issue for you as they are not insured. If there's an accident, you're responsible. So if you're planning a whole home or condo remodel, or need help moving and storing your treasured furniture and valuables, trust Rice's Moving and Transport, fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind. Rice'sMoving.net, moving you into the future.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, some good news. A lot of people have been asking about it and when we're going to release some more tickets to see Clay Travis, Buck Sexton live at the Luminary Hotel downtown Fort Myers on Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Well, they are available right now. So if you'd like to go to rightallalong.net, just go to the website, rightallalong.net. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see Clay and Buck's face. Just click on the link, and right there you'll get the chance to get those tickets right now. So there are a very limited amount of tickets available. Clay and Buck live at the Luminary Hotel on Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Get your tickets right now. And again, just go to rightallalong.net and scroll down just a little bit. You'll see Clay and Buck's face, and just click there, and you'll grab those tickets. Presented by Alfie Townsend and Advantage Retirement Group, My Shower Door, Island Air, and Floormeisters in Naples. Thank you to them all. Fantastic. We do appreciate them. So we will see you on Friday. All right, top 5 audio clips of the day. Here we go. It's the 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
And a year after promising a change in tone,
we can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature.
President Biden has failed so far to do that.
Do you want to be on the side of Dr. King or George Wallace? Do you want to be on the side of John Lewis or Bull Connor?
So much for unifying the country.
Perhaps the president went a little too far in his rhetoric.
Yeah, perhaps he went a little too far. Yeah, so we're going to unify. We're going to come together. Yeah, no, we're not. There's Meet the Press and Chuck Todd. When you've lost Meet the Press and Chuck Todd, I mean, well, you haven't really lost them. I mean, they're just a little angry right now, but they haven't gone anywhere. They're going to help you as much as they can. But hey, listen, the truth hurts.
Number 4.
Do you know why he targeted that specific synagogue?
Well, no, I don't. We don't have. I don't think there is sufficient information to know about why he targeted that synagogue, why he insisted on the release of someone who's been in prison for over 10 years, why he was engaged, why he was using anti-Semitic and anti-Israeli comments.
So there's the President of the United States calling the Texas synagogue hostage situation an act of terror, adding, I don't think there is sufficient information to know about why he targeted the synagogue or why he was using anti-Semitic and anti-Israeli comments. He was saying it. He was live streaming. He was talking about what he wanted. He was known to individuals. Even in Britain, they have now arrested 2 teenagers in connection to this. This is the hostage situation that took place over the weekend in Colleyville, Texas, of all places. Why Colleyville, Texas? Just an odd place to be. And the president, who didn't, along with the FBI as well, not say specifically why, even when the hostage taker himself was saying exactly why he was there. Just odd.
Number 3.
I was wondering what your thoughts were with the 200-plus doctors trying to put pressure on Spotify, saying that Joe's a menace to...
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Ever since I came out and said what I did, it's almost impossible now to get monoclonal antibodies. They're making it so you can't get them. You know, medicine that absolutely works, they're keeping from us. I don't want to get too political and start getting into all this shit. Ivermectin and monoclonal antibodies have been around for a long time. Now all of a sudden you can't dig them up to save your life. The doctors won't give them to you.
Yeah, a couple of things. That's Dana White, who's the president of UFC, who works with Joe Rogan on a question about why 270 doctors saying that Joe Rogan needs to be taken off Spotify. We got to silence this guy. How dare he have guests on that are actually talking about science and data and facts, and you can't do that. And he's like, listen, what about therapies? Why are we not talking about the possibility of having therapies that are out there that even according to Project Veritas and the release of documents from the United States government and DARPA saying that, yeah, ivermectin works in throughout all in all cases and throughout all of a case of COVID, that is something that you can use, but they didn't want to let the American people know. And the question is why? This question about therapies. And then second is the taking down of Joe Rogan and 270 doctors signing on to this document. Hey, listen, maybe they're not all doctors necessarily. Only 100 of the 270 actually have doctorates. The rest of them are like, how about the director of research for Grasshopper Farms? I think Grasshopper Farms, they grow, what do? They grow marijuana, don't they, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably know a lot about that. Moving on.
Number 2.
Instead of listening and trying to govern with the people, he's trying to govern over the people. And, that, I'm sorry, I'm a student of history too. I saw the rise of Hitler. I learned of those stories.
Are you comparing DeSantis to Hitler?
In a lot of ways, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at you. Get her a little shiny star and a smiley face for her paperwork for Democrats. There you go. That's Nikki Fried, Nikki Fried, who...
marijuana.
That's her big thing here in the state. Wants to be the governor of the state, who went on to NPR's Florida something or other. They got a show on Florida, and she went on over the weekend. And yes, she did it. She went there. She called the governor, Ron DeSantis, Hitler. And in many ways, he's just like that. Hey, does that disqualify you or nah, we're good?
Number 1.
It's like my worst nightmare. I was stuck in here. I couldn't get out, and I didn't know. I was by myself, and the place was rocking back and forth, and I thought I was gone.
just some of the audio from over the weekend and the EF2 tornado that touched down in Iona and across Lee County and even in Charlotte and Collier counties, and just some of the damage, just unbelievable to see.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
And the other thing that's so amazing as well for many people is, and still up to this point, and I hope it stays this way, there were no deaths. But when you see the damage, certainly, listen, when you have property that's damaged and you have certain things that are damaged, all is not lost. All is not lost. And certainly when individuals have been able to keep their lives and remarkably that there was no death after all of this, and when you see the damage, it's just something that you have to look at and just believe that prayers were answered. It's that these things can all be replaced. All these material things can be replaced, and just remarkable to see. And some of the video from over the weekend was just unbelievable what we witnessed here in Southwest Florida. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. Yeah, a couple of things I want to get back to. Nikki Fried, give me a break. Calls the governor Hitler and goes on to more detail that the reason why he wants the Florida State Guard reinstated is not like the 23 other states that do it because of emergency purposes, maybe even bringing them here to Southwest Florida to help to pick up the damage after the tornadoes that ravaged the areas and specifically some of these communities, and maybe to keep them safe and secure. No. The reason why Nikki Fried tells us that she, or the governor, has these guard put together and brought back is because he wants militia, just like Hitler. No, I'm not kidding. Why in the world does she have still the ability to be the governor after comments like this? Listen.
In a lot of ways, yes. I have studied Hitler and how he got to power, wanting his own militia and having his own...
There are other states that have one.
Absolutely. But the reason why this governor wants it is different than the other states that have been utilizing it for emergency purposes. This governor is doing it for the sole purposes of power.
Are you crazy? Are you serious? Yeah, that's Nikki Fried. There you go. So, when you don't have a whole lot else to say, just tell everybody that the governor's like Hitler and he's putting together a militia because, Hitler. Outrageous, unbelievable that that she would be able to say that and still be qualified to be governor. Well, the voters will decide that, although there'll be some Democrats in Florida, maybe even in Southwest Florida going, that doesn't sound too bad. I think I can get on board with her. Yeah, because you really hate Ron DeSantis. I mean, you despise him. You got to ask yourself why you do. And are you okay? I mean, I'm just asking. Are you all right? Are you sure? Could we talk? And as well as some other things with regard to how it's been reported. I think this is such an important aspect to the Texas hostage story in the synagogue and how so many people wanted to go out of their way to not mention and say what it was. It's the fact that we're supposed to believe, and even with the FBI and some of what was said about Colleyville, that you hear the FBI hours after to step up to a microphone, and you've got a choice. If you're the FBI, we've already got a lot of questions about the FBI, thanks to 4 years of Trump-Russia collusion and other things that we're a little concerned about. We've already have enough concern about the FBI. You have an opportunity. You can wait to make any public statements until you're comfortable saying what it is because of the fact that the hostage taker was live, the synagogue was live streaming, and he's on the live stream, and some of the things that he has mentioned with regard to how he feels about the United States, about the fact that he was bringing up some other things, including that he wanted the release of Afia Siddiqui, known as the Lady Al-Qaeda, in prison for 86 years for trying to kill members of the U.S. military. She's been a cause celeb for people involved with CARE and others who wanted her released. And so we know all of this. And then the FBI says...
We do believe from our engagement with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue, and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we're continuing to work to find motive, and we will continue on that path.
We're gonna continue to figure out what the motive is. We just really don't know. We don't know how a hostage taker, Malik Faisal Akram, makes his way to the United States from the UK. He's got a record in the UK. They know him there. He has a criminal record. We're supposed to believe that nobody is keeping an eye on foreign nationals that they're concerned about. That could be it. Well, I'm going to get to that in just a second. Stand by. How did he get here? Was it a tourist visa? Was it a foreign student visa? Did we get answers to those questions? Are people even looking into those questions? Haven't heard anything as of this morning. We do know that the FBI decided to change their tune after that comment. They did change their tune and say it is a terrorism-related matter, which everybody knew while it was happening, in which the Jewish community was targeted, which we knew while it was happening, and is being investigated by the Joint Terrorism Task Force. But the other big issue, and again, this is where the media gets the opportunity to step in and really find out more about this and the important aspects of this story and the reporting on it and getting to the details, and it's this. John Ferry, who was a senior advisor to the Director of Homeland Security and the Chief of Staff of Immigration and Customs Enforcement from 2017 to 2021, tweeted out and had a few things to ask. He's now the Director of Investigations at the Center for Immigration Studies. We've had them on many times on this program. Biden's first day, Biden decided that he was going to revoke multiple Trump orders on the enhanced vetting of foreign nationals traveling to the United States. Did that make it easier for him to be here? Only a couple of days? Somehow gets a gun in his hands? Which begs the question, were there others here that were helping him? And why Colleyville? Of all the places in the United States, he flies in and he goes to Colleyville? But again, did his reckless approach to immigration and borders benefit this individual, enabling him to come to the United States without a problem? Is that question going to be asked? There's going to be a lot of questions that need to be answered after this that have to do with the safety and security of the country. And you're going to have to make a decision as to whether or not you feel like this is nothing, move along, or whether you or not you feel like these are things that are needed to be, we need to revisit, if you will, this election season and certainly into the future, and figure out why this administration would revoke some of these very important orders that were put out by the former administration on enhanced vetting of foreign nationals. 239-479-5592. All right, listen, we appreciate you watching. Glenn Beck is next. Hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you in the morning. Let's find out how the remainder of our forecast is shaping up for today with Week News meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Behind yesterday's cold front will be cool.